So, we're fresh into a game of Blood on the Clocktower. This is meant to be the companion to my how to play tutorial. This is Trouble Brewing, which I always give myself a special background. That's Trouble Brewing, kind of a play on words. I have not yet gotten my role, so I don't know what I am, but I got my printout, which you can't see, of the various roles, and I'm ready. So I'm going to wait here, and Sam will come and tell me what I am, and then I'll probably pop back on and give you my thoughts. I'm going to try to give you my thoughts as the game develops, as to who I think is what and what I'm trying to figure out. And yeah, just generally try to give you a feel of how a game would be. I also have the Grimoire here, and I have it full screen because you can see more on full screen, but I will always have it up, and then I'll go to full screen when I need to actually put information in. I'll also have physical notes because I like physical notes, but I have that there. And I'm going to pause this and I'll turn it back on when Sam gets here.
Hello, Yahoo. My video is acting up.
Yeah, let me make sure. Yep, okay.
Sorry, my webcam's wonky. Okay, here we go.
Hey, what's going on?
Ravenkeeper.
Oh, okay, that's an interesting one.
Yeah. All right. Good luck.
Thanks. So, I'm the Ravenkeeper. Not the best role, but I am a good role, so that's good. If I die at night, normally I would die at night by the demon. Then I'm woken up the following night, and I get to choose a player, and I learn their character. I don't actually know if I can. Well, I know that I can check living players. I don't know if I can check dead players, or if there would be any value in it, but I would like to have clarity on that. So the trick to mine is that basically I can't share my information, because if I do, then I won't die at night. There are other ways to die at night. I don't know if there are in this script. But yeah, if I share my information willy-nilly, then I won't die at night. And if there's a spy, I won't die at night. So the spy is a minion, and I get to see the Grimoire every night, so like they know what everyone's role is, and obviously they would immediately know not to kill the Ravenkeeper. Because basically I'm like a one-time seer. So the thing that's useful about that is that I can check, like, if there's a group of people, I can strategically pick somebody that potentially would give me more information, but not reliably. Only one will be reliable. And I could also be drunk the day that I get my information in this game. So for instance, one of the minions is the Poisoner. Each night they choose a player, and their ability malfunctions tonight and tomorrow. So, tonight and tomorrow. No, I would actually be safe from the Poisoner, because it would be the following night, which my ability would be good then. However, I could still be the drunk. The drunk is an outsider, and the drunk does not know they're drunk. They think that they are a townsfolk, but their ability malfunctions. So if I was the drunk, I could be told that I'm the Ravenkeeper, and then I play my whole game not actually having an ability. We also have the Baron. If the Baron's in play, then there are 2 additional outsiders, so that all the outsiders would be in play. So it's definitely in the realm of possibility that I'm drunk. It's unlikely, but it's unlikely that everyone's drunk, but overall likely that somebody's drunk. So I think my role is going to be on the more difficult side to play. I will go ahead and select it on the Grimoire. And this is why I have it here. It's because you can actually see when it pops up. So there we go. Selected. Yep. I don't think I have anything else valuable to say. I'll see you in the morning. And it's morning.
Right, it comes floating back in. Oh, 13. Okay. Do we have everybody? Is this everybody?
Yeah, everyone's here.
Cool. One thing I remembered I forgot to mention earlier is the actual win condition for the town. Or lose condition for the evil team. The only win condition for the town is to kill the demon. Keeping in mind in this script there's a couple of potential ways for the demon to die, but the demon roll might get moved over. You need to permanently kill the demon. It's not like werewolf where you just have to like kill all the evil team, just the demon. And for the demon to win, it needs to be the demon and one other player left, evil or good, whichever. And that's how the evil team wins. All right. Any questions or any public questions at least? All right. So I'm going to open up breakout rooms, and y'all can go have private whispers if you'd like. Rooms are open. You don't have to go to your room right now. But
I'll talk with whoever.
Hey, Kenny, you want to talk? You're muted.
Sure, you want to just come to my room?
Yeah, I'll go to your room since that appears to be where you go.
Sounds dirty, let's do it.
Wow.
I'll talk with whoever wants to talk. Doesn't matter.
Yo.
Greetings.
So you're a new face. I've never seen you before, and I don't know anything about you, and I don't know if you're good or evil.
As is the case, yeah, I know. I've played like 2 werewolf games on here, and that was it. And I've learned people play the games a lot differently than I do. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. I have somewhat of a reputation, and I don't know, like, depending on who you ask, if it's good or bad, but I'm known. But so my problem, well, yeah. So my problem is that in this game I have a role that I don't really want to talk about, but I don't want to not talk to anyone. So, which it is what it is. I was given information, and I'm good. The problem is that my role like doesn't want to be known. So
I would think that would be most roles don't want to be known.
no, that's not the case. So like the top 4 roles, you basically get information that's helpful to the village or whatever, the townsfolk. And there's really no reason not to share that information. And I'm sorry, but I am being cryptic because I don't want to give away all of my information. Like, so if you're bad and you found out what my role was, you could harm my game. So, you know, yeah. So so basically, what I'm saying is, I'm not giving you any information, but please give me some information.
Oh gosh, I don't really have much information to give other than I'm good. I looked at my role and I talked to the person, or talked to the person as in Sam.
Yeah.
I don't know what we call him. The
Moderator, host,
okay.
storyteller, I think is the name.
Okay. So I talked to him and I learned how to do it, and it just kind of seems like it's something that I shouldn't give away because.
Okay, that's very possible that you also have a thing that you shouldn't talk about.
But I don't know. I didn't look. You've played this before, right?
I think this is my 5th game.
Okay. The thing I was looking over, and I'll tell you as much as to say I'm not the virgin.
Okay.
But I looked over and said, if someone is the virgin, wouldn't you know? Because the first time someone accuses them, they automatically die. And then it's like, well, there wasn't even a vote, so that has to be the virgin.
Correct. So the thing about the virgin is it's kind of a crappy roll. The value in this game is kind of different than Werewolf in that when you die, you're not out of the game. So it's not really a bad thing to die. Like if you die and then everybody knows that you're good, you're like a person that can be trusted. So if you nominate the virgin and then that person dies, it like validates that they were good and the person that nominated them was good. So like the Washerwoman is going to be given information at the end of the beginning of the game, but never get information again. So at that point, we would know that the person that was the virgin and the person that nominated them are both good, and everybody can freely share with them. However, they don't really do anything at that point. So that's kind of what that is.
And you kind of have to trust them that that's what they are then.
Well, you would trust them because the only reason that the person that nominates the virgin would die is if they were townsfolk. Townsfolk are good.
Oh, okay.
So the reason they died was because they nominated the virgin, and the reason they died was because they were a townsfolk. So it's confirmed. Now, the only reason that wouldn't happen is if either the virgin or the person nominating them was drunk, in which case they wouldn't die, or if they were poisoned. Like, there's a lot of reasons that things can't go that way. But the way that it should work, if somebody is the virgin, then a townsfolk that does not get information should nominate them, and then you have 2 confirmed good people.
Okay.
Now,
That
the
makes
downside is that person is dead, so then they only get 1 vote for the rest of the game, and they can't nominate. And they also don't count towards, like, the win condition. So, like, we're losing good people, which is not great.
At the risk of sounding like Jason with the Sasquatch thing, the virgin should come out on the first turn.
I think so. Like, that's what's always happened when I've played, and I think that that's how it should be played. Like,
Okay.
I wouldn't want to be the virgin, but if I was, I think I would come out because it's helpful to the village.
Okay.
Now,
And then-
one thing I will say, because maybe you are the virgin, is that,
I'm not, but-
well, that's fine. So one thing I will say is that it would be bad if the minions found out who the virgin was, because then they would kill them at night, and then the virgin would actually not get anything, because that doesn't, like, their ability doesn't do anything unless they're nominated during the day. So if they die at night, then we've learned nothing with what they had.
Do you have any tips on how to spot the bad guys?
So one of the tricks in this game is that the bad guys are given bluff rolls, and so they can plausibly argue things. However, none of their information will ever be accurate or, like, line up. So basically what you have to do is you have to puzzle out what people are saying and put the pieces together and figure out who's lying. And then the further problem is that people could be legitimately lying because they were drunk or poisoned. And so then you try to figure out who the poisoner is, or if there is a poisoner. It's very difficult to figure out who's bad. I will say it's a group effort, though, so it's not like falling on you. Likely a lot of things will develop as the game plays.
Okay. I'm still trying to figure out if you're good or bad.
I am good.
Well,
However, there's no reason for you to trust me. I will say that if you go and talk to Chris, he will also tell you nothing. He guaranteed, no matter what he is, he doesn't tell you anything. Most good players aren't going to give 100% of their information. The reason I'm not giving my information is because, yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to head out unless there's anything else here.
No, I think that's okay. Do we just go back to the main room?
Yeah,
then?
so you hit leave room, and then it'll take you back to the main room, and then you can hop in with somebody else.
Okay.
Oh, geez.
Hey, Chris. You want to go not talk for a minute?
Yeah, we can go not talk for a minute. That
Cool.
sounds
I
great.
was told not to talk to Chris because he won't give me any information anyway.
That's okay.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
tell people
do
that?
that, so you don't need to worry about it. I'll get the non-information from him.
Man, you've
My
given
place?
away all my secrets. Yeah, that's fine.
Yo.
Are you evil?
No, I would never be evil.
You are evil.
No, that's a lie. Are you evil? So is that your goal? You just go around and like accuse people and then like watch as they feel awkward,
Exactly.
and then you kill them the next day. That's great because
Or
I don't
maybe
know
the
if you're
same day.
evil. So here I'm going to tell you something. My strategy, and it's kind
All
of
right.
what I do in Among Us, and I don't know that it's particularly good or that it translates well into this game, but one strategy that you can have is that you can just pick somebody and just trust them implicitly, and the odds are, statistically speaking, that normally you'll pick a good player. And you have to do that on day one because obviously as people die, the odds change. And
Yeah.
so you just pick somebody and say, well, if they're good, it'll work out, and if they're not, then it doesn't. And so that's kind of my thought. And I already talked to somebody, so you can't talk to like multiple people and use that strategy because then your odds go to crap pretty quickly.
Nope. That's correct. So you put it all on Kenny, did you?
I didn't trust him at all. I didn't say anything to him.
Okay.
I'm hopeful that I can work with somebody. I shouldn't have even talked to you. So the problem is you give nothing. Can you at least say something?
I am very good and very, very powerful.
Are you an outsider?
Nope.
Very powerful. Are you the monk?
No, I'm not the monk. That's all I will tell you is I'm not the monk or an outsider. So I just took out 5 rolls for you. Bam.
5 rolls. Are you the imp?
I'll take out 5 more rolls. I'm not evil. So there you go. That's
Yeah.
10 rolls you don't even have to worry about with me.
Well, let me.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I wish that I could get more from you. You're. They say you're a deep well. Like that's a thing. I don't know if you're familiar with that term. You're not.
People have said that about me?
Well, no, not you. But like that's a thing
okay.
that people say about people. I don't know if where you live, if that's like a thing that's in the vernacular. That means that they're quiet, but they're very deep, and they're they have a lot of thoughts. I don't know that I'd say that about you. I just think that you are paranoid and you don't share nothing with no one.
I have a lot of paranoid thoughts. That's pretty deep, right?
Howdy.
As you look behind you, making me paranoid.
Yeah. Well, there's some strangers just came in.
Oh.
All right, 3 minutes to whisper. Maybe I should go talk to somebody else since this doesn't appear to be going anywhere.
I gave you a lot of information.
Oh, I didn't give you any information.
You
So
gave me nothing. So there you
people don't seem to hear it, but I will hear it. But you can turn it on. That's fine. So one of the people I work with is in here. That's why I'm talking. So I'm Townsfolk, and I do not get information
anymore. Or you never do.
I might get information at some point, but probably not from you.
Oh, so you will have information at some point. Okay.
Well, definitely,
But not yet.
the information won't be flowing from you.
Well, no, well, probably not. Except for I'm super powerful. Dun 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 dun.
Super. Are you the Undertaker? Hey,
Listen.
I'm gonna pick these off one at a time. Did you say no?
I know, right? I didn't say yes or no to any more rolls. I stopped at monk.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna head back and hopefully get something useful because I feel like I'm in day 1 and I'm definitely blind and have no idea what's going on.
That's fair. Me too. Let's go back.
There's a potentially somebody's drunk.
Who wants to chat?
Do we think it's weird that there was 3 people in your room at Yahoo?
There weren't 3 people in my room. If there was a third, it was one of the spectators.
Yeah, it was a couple.
Oh.
It was a couple of spectators.
When I clicked on it, I saw 4 people, a spectator, and 3 other people.
I wouldn't mind a spectator, put a spectator in there.
I was just there with one other person. I didn't have anybody else.
Mike, wait, Tommy, before you talk to me, I just want to see who Mike needs to talk to. Mike, you need to talk to someone who's here, or not wait here until you need to talk to whoever.
Tommy, you want to go talk for a second?
Talk with Mike, Tommy. With me.
Okay.
I'll
So-
go to Mike's room.
I can't hear very well because my
Yeah, go to
compressor's
Mike's
not
room.
here. But if somebody wants to chat with me, I'd love to get into a room before the day ends.
I'll talk to whoever.
Yeah, this will be a last call.
If anyone will talk
All right,
to me.
I'm going to my room because I think you said you're coming to my room,
Wait,
I
yeah,
guess so.
yourself.
and I'll be able to hear you when the compressor goes off. So that'll be good.
When he leaves. Oh, we better get out of his room.
Oh, I am not. I'm sorry.
No, this is your room. I'll leave.
Why are you in my room?
I never left.
Oh my goodness, Kyle's in here.
I'm talking to spectators because
It's
I
a nice
told them
place.
nothing too.
Yeah, a nice place to hang out in.
That's fine. You should have your camera on. This is the game, man.
Look at me, I'll talk with you.
You want me to go to your room?
talk?
I'll go to your room.
I left a Yahoo.
Everybody,
Yeah,
everyone's
you wanna
weird in
talk?
my room. It's like spectators chatting and everything.
Close the rooms in about 10 seconds.
Yahoo, you want to talk?
I do. Adele, let's do it. My room.
I'll get your room.
There's like 1,000 spectators in there.
Okay. So
So, my compressor is going, and I can barely hear. We have 53 seconds. This is less than ideal.
I can hear it. Okay.
So I can see your
So-
face. Yeah, go ahead and talk.
Okay. So how willing are you to give your role?
Not very.
Not very. Okay. Because I may have information on your role.
I would like to know if you have information on my role. Maybe I'd be more willing.
Yes,
the
I
problem
do.
is you
but
want
I don't
validation
want to
also.
straight up give you the role and you'll just say yes if you're
Okay.
evil.
So are you telling me you're the washerwoman?
Yes.
So if I tell you my role, you'll be happy.
I will, but that won't confirm me. So let's be smart about it, okay?
Okay. Well, you tell me. We got 10 seconds.
You're in the bottom half, right?
I am not in the bottom half.
Okay, then we'll just leave it at that for now.
Okay, that's fair.
As long as everyone can see you, you can go wherever you want as long as you're still in sight.
Yeah, I'll give you more advice later, but if you could find one of those 3 people that I told you,
Okay. Yeah, I'm marking them off so I can remember. Okay.
yes, just don't say anything about what I said, but hopefully in the next turn I'll give you more advice about why.
Hey, Yahoo.
What up?
Okay.
So
You are not as suspicious to me as you were when you first went in there, because I realized that the grimoire I printed out is a different order. So when you said we want to find out who the top 4 people are, mine, the empath and the fortune teller are in the top 4, and I was going, that sounds like something like the one.
The Empath and Fortune Teller are not in the top 4.
Yeah, just he had it printed out.
He had it printed off wrong.
all right, so real quick, so I'll open up the floor for nominations, but I need to explain how all that works. So during this phase, everybody can nominate once and everybody can be nominated once. You don't need seconds. Only living players can nominate, but technically dead players can be nominated. There's probably not much reason for that in this script, but it is technically a possibility. In order to have somebody on the chopping block to be executed, you need at least half of the number of living players. So right now that'd be 6. Yep, be 6. But once somebody reaches that threshold, nominations are still open. So other people can still be nominated. They can still be voted on. If anybody else gets more than, say, 6, say they get 7, they'll be on the chopping block instead. And the other player will be safe for the day. If there's a tie for most, then a tie vote at the end of the day will mean no execution.
Yeah.
So one player needs to have the most amount of votes. So the way that works, so we'll just say Yahoo nominates. Let's go to the bottom and say Tommy.
Say Yahoo nominates me just to make it simple so everyone sees what's going on.
I just did the top to bottom.
Okay.
But so the blue's pointing Yahoo because he would be the nominator. Tommy would be the nominee. Yahoo would give his reasoning. Tommy would give his defense. Everybody can chime in for a few moments after that, and then we'll vote. So the red hand's going to spin around in a circle. And it's not going to count your vote until the hand goes over your place. And you can vote yes, or you can vote no. Or if you don't press anything, it's the same as a no vote.
How do you press yes?
You have to take your
You have
seat.
to claim seats first.
yes.
So
Oh,
Mike,
click
on your
Mike,
name.
and Cynthia.
On your name, click on your name,
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, okay.
And then Mike is the last one.
Mike too. Yeah.
and then also if you didn't already hit
What do I need
G,
to do? I'm sorry.
if you
Click
didn't
your
hit
name and
already-
then claim seats.
Oh,
For
okay.
those who are
Okay,
new,
sorry.
if you haven't hit G until you see the silver side of the circles instead of the gold side. If you can see the silver side instead of the gold side, if you want as you get info, you could click on the thing and you see how it shows all the roles. You could then click a role and you could put it in if you know someone's role, which will help you to puzzle out who is lying later, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So if you're on the silver side, you could put little notes and stuff in there to help you along.
Yep, silver side is the way to go.
So when we go to start vote, I'll say 3, 2, 1, start voting, and it'll.
Oh, I was too late. For example,
and it'll go around. And like I said, it's only going to record it once it passes you. Keep in mind lag is a factor. So if you're trying to vote at the very last second, you might want to do it a few seconds before that because sometimes it won't count.
Was this a legitimate
Kill
vote?
him.
This
No,
just-
no. I'm just.
All right,
This
I
is
was
just.
like, I didn't touch anything. And now
No,
I'm
no,
like,
no.
wait, did I just vote to kill someone?
It's purely for demonstration purposes.
So I just want to make sure I understand. So once somebody's nominated and has at least half the people, at that point somebody's going to die,
No.
right?
Unless they get
No,
tied.
we could tie. We could tie.
So
Unless they tie, right?
Yes.
But
there's a few things. We could always vote for someone else and get more votes on someone else in case
Correct.
they would die. If the final vote total is tied, then no one would die anyway.
Yeah, like you could potentially have 2 people that were nominated and got 6 votes, and that is the end of it. And at that point, nobody would die.
so even if somebody has the majority, if somebody else gets more majority, then
Yeah, you keep nominating until nobody wants to nominate, and then if somebody qualifies for death, then they die.
Yes.
Or if there can't be any more nominations.
And essentially every person can nominate once if they want to, and every person can be nominated once. So once you've been nominated, if you didn't get enough votes, we can't put you up again. Like if that was the real thing, that just
For that day.
put you,
Yeah.
I couldn't then turn around and nominate you as well. I can nominate someone else, but I couldn't nominate you.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And once you're dead, you can still participate and give information and everything.
Yes.
Vote.
Yeah. No role will be revealed. No, your team won't be revealed. You'll still be able to discuss, do whispers. Your abilities won't work anymore. You can't nominate anymore, and you have 1 vote to last for the whole rest of the game. So you want to make sure it counts.
Yes, and we'll never know if you're good or bad until the end. So if you die, we'll never know if you're good or bad. Obviously, certain people will know if they're good or bad based on, there's certain things that might happen. Like, for example, let's say that a good guy nominates the Virgin. Like, let's say a Yahoo with the Virgin and I was a good guy, whatever role, it doesn't matter, any of the other blue roles, and I say I nominate a Yahoo, instantly I would die, which would also confirm that a Yahoo's the Virgin. And he would have no more power the rest of the game either, but he would then be confirmed good, and I would be confirmed good as well.
Yeah,
so we're good.
That's fine because that is the only ability that person has, and at that point they've achieved their goal.
They've achieved their goal and showed that we have 2 good people.
Yep.
Normally, if there is someone like that,
Or a spy.
a good thing to do. And I don't know because I haven't talked to a Virgin yet. But if there is, a good thing is a top 4 role person might give out their info. Like the first 4 roles, which only get info, already got their info and will never get info again.
See, Kenny, I told you.
One of those people would be good to, if they know the Virgin, would be to nominate the Virgin, and then they would die. We don't have to actually kill the Virgin now, and we could vote not to kill, but then they could give out their info, and we've now cleared 2 people.
But this is all assuming that there is a Virgin, and
assuming there's a Virgin, we don't know. I mean,
so real quick, I also want to make sure everybody knows there's only 1 execution per day. That's what you're voting on, is for an execution. So once an execution happens, it goes to the night phase right after.
Yep.
This is more important for other scripts and not so much for this one. But an execution doesn't technically guarantee a death. But again, that's more so for other scripts and not this one.
Yes.
But it's worth noting.
Also, can you nominate for no deaths after someone's on the chopping block?
As long as they didn't
No.
die. As long as they didn't get enough votes to die, you can't do it after someone's already got enough votes.
Yeah. What you might want to do then is either try to tie it, or you can also nominate a dead player and execute them, because you can't. If you're dead, you can still be executed, but you won't die twice.
Or you will die twice, but it doesn't matter in this script.
Technically speaking, no.
You don't die, you get executed.
I know you're thinking of the Zomble. But
but you actually don't die. Yeah.
That's a whole other thing. But So anyway, with that said, everybody do your discussion. Nominations are open.
So moving on to the game now, if someone, the only people that are going to have information right now are going to be people who have one of the top 4 roles. Like basically, the only people that are going to have information are Washerwoman, Librarian, Investigator, and Chef. If any of them want to give out any information, this is the time to do it. If they want to, they don't all have to. We might have one, we might have more than one. I don't know. If they do, it's the time to do it. So we at least have some puzzle. Me personally, I have no information. I have no suspects either, obviously, yet. But if anyone has anything that might help us, if the time passes, if you haven't checked, like if you are one of the votes, you haven't actually checked with all the people to confirm the things that you found out. Obviously, just so you know, if you're an investigator and you found out someone's a minion, they're never going to tell you they're a minion. They're going to tell you they're a different role.
Yeah.
So one of the 2 people is obviously lying to you. I assume everyone was told about how the demon gets bluff rolls and had to pass them to the minions, or will pass them to the minions. So the minions will lie about what they are, and they will try to blend in and pretend they're one of the good roles.
Another thing that's useful is the chief. They start knowing how many pairs of evil players there are.
Chef.
So in this, what?
It's Chef.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not the chief.
Whatever.
Yeah,
So
that's one of the top 4 roles.
yeah, no, I know. Well, I'm explaining that they start knowing how many pairs there are, and what a pair is if there's 2 people sitting next to each other that are bad. And basically, normally you'll be told 0, but if you're told 1 or 2, 2's the most you can be told right now. Well, yeah, I think so. If you're told 1 or 2,
No,
like
there's
that is...
recluse. There's recluse.
There's a recluse that could show up evil.
So 3
okay.
could be possible.
Okay, so you could get... But
yeah.
my point is that if you get 1, 2, or I guess 3 or 4 or whatever is possible, those numbers are more helpful. 0 is not particularly helpful. Well,
No,
it is
zero's
somewhat.
helpful too.
Yeah,
Yeah, because that means they're not next to each other.
Sure.
0 means that no one's next to each other, which is also helpful. But
Yeah.
of course, one of the things that we have to deduce is if all this info is true, or if some of these people are either drunk or poisoned, in which case some of them. And
Poisons.
or they were poisoned with someone because they were a poisoner, because those are the things that we need to figure out. That's part of the game, is figuring that out.
I have a suggestion other than the 4 rolls coming out, the top 4. I think if the recluse is in game, there's no reason to keep them alive, just because they do more harm than good when they're alive.
That's
yeah, I'd agree with
also.
that.
So if
Is there recluse?
I would actually make an argument for just us to vote to not kill, because right now the demon probably doesn't know hardly anything. And all those roles that get information could get more information, and the demon wouldn't know which roles they are. They wouldn't know any bad roles. Maybe the demon will kill the recluse or kill
That is
one of those top 4 characters that have already gotten all their
The
information.
recluse could come out tomorrow, or
Well, yes and no, Ryan, because if we have an Undertaker, we're just wasting his ability or their ability.
Yes, the Undertaker.
yeah, that's true. We're wasting Undertaker, but we're making it a lot harder for the demon. I feel like if we don't kill him.
The Undertaker is confirming every day if we kill.
Yes, the Undertaker, if we do kill someone, the Undertaker would then.
Yeah, no, I agree it's bad for the Undertaker. I'm just saying it's also bad for the demon if we don't kill him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But it all depends. Like, if people have info, like, if there's a recluse, you might want to die because you are on the good team and you're going to show up wrong and you're going to ping wrong for people.
Because if you're next to an empath, for instance, you're messing them up for no reason.
Yep.
If there's
and so on.
If there's a top 4 role, like if someone's an investigator and they talked to both of the people and they felt that one person was more shady than the other person, they could say so. I'm not one of these roles, or else I might say stuff. It all depends what information you got, who you talk to. So I don't know what everyone's role is because I haven't talked to everyone's, and everyone that I talked to hasn't quite told me their role anyway. So, I don't have any suspicions on anyone because I haven't gotten a feel yet. But if anyone does have feels, they may want to say it now, or else we may just go to bed. But that's
I have feels of a possible recluse, but I don't want to out the person unless they come out.
Did you actually talk to someone who said they're the recluse, or you just?
No, I talked to several people, and they're maybe a recluse, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one thing, is just to try to determine how many outsiders there are, even if they don't want to identify which specific role they are. Just knowing that they're an outsider
Yeah, well,
is helpful at some point. You know, we
okay,
may,
For the new people, are we right in saying that there's 2 outsiders unless there's a Baron? And then
Yes.
if there's 4 outsiders,
Yes.
and if there is a Baron and there's 4 outsiders, then one of us is going to be drunk. In which case, let's say I was drunk, and let's, for example, let's say I'm the washerwoman, but I'm actually really the drunk. Then I would be told I'm the washerwoman. I would be given washerwoman info, but it would be completely wrong because I'm actually the drunk.
Yeah.
But I'm drunk thinking I'm the washerwoman.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm very leery to share information that I received, because I'm like, I could be completely wrong, and
No,
or the person could be lying to me, you know. So
Well, it
hard
depends.
to-
If you're able to confirm stuff, it's different than if you're not able to confirm stuff. And it depends what you confirmed. It all depends what you get, if it's worth bringing it out or not. That's the whole thing.
You do need to share some information, because if nobody shares any information, then we don't have a puzzle to solve.
Okay,
But you do want to be careful with your information.
If someone was an outsider, would that be good information to know? Because like, will we?
It depends. Like, it depends, because if you know what outsider they are, like, again, the recluse is an outsider that we want the recluse to be killed early, because even though they're on the good team, it hurts us because they will show up as bad. So the fortune teller will see the recluse as bad and think that they might be the demon when they're really not the demon.
It would also be helpful to know that there were 3 outsiders, because if there's
but of course, if they're the saint, we don't want that person to ever die during the day.
Yep.
Right.
If they're the butler, it's not so important for them to know. And obviously, if they're drunk, they're not going to know they're drunk, so they're not going to know they're.
And Mike, one thing that you can do if you want information to get out, but you don't want necessarily to share it yourself, like you could tell somebody that you trust and then tell them to publicly share, by the way, the saint is in play, and that way nobody knows who it is, but we just know that it exists.
Need a nomination within, say, 2 minutes.
Okay.
Has anyone heard of multiple outsiders?
Here's the information I'll share. I'm pretty sure there's 1 outsider at least in the game.
Well, there's 2.
There's definitely 2.
But I have a special role.
And a demon, I suppose, is like also in the game.
Yeah, I know there's a demon.
Okay, so it sounds like no one's going to share anything at all today.
Well, why would the recluse not come out at this point? And
Okay, so the only reason the recluse will not come out is for the sake of, like in Werewolf, you don't want to narrow down the good rolls, right? That's the only reason, but I think the negatives outweigh the positives for keeping them alive. I do
If
think
they're going to blow up to someone else's role, like just have the other role share them information.
Yeah, that's another way. That's another way.
There's also like a 40% chance they're not even in the game.
Yeah, but if they're not in the game, if no one's coming out,
well, then my information is a bit weird, but yeah,
So
possibly.
so are we saying it's a good idea for the recluse to come out?
If there is a recluse,
it's definitely not the worst thing if the recluse comes out.
Here's the short
Well,
answer.
then I will say that I'm the recluse.
Okay, so that's good, because here's the thing: if you're the recluse, then we know if we don't have more outsiders than just the recluse, then we know that the other outsider is the drunk.
Oh no, there's another. I know of another.
Okay, so we know there's at least 2. So unless we know of a third, then we know there's no drunk in the game, which helps us, because then we know that the only way to get bad.
I know someone who has misinformation as well. So
unless there's a Baron, then there could still be a drunken play.
Yep.
I know someone who has misinformation. Either they were poisoned or they're drunk.
Wait, Adele, I'm just trying to explain it all to all the new players. Well, you guys stop throwing wrenches. I'm trying to explain to new players. So basically, knowing that we have a recluse, and this is for all the new players, knowing that we have a recluse means we have 1. Now, Adele's saying that he knows we have at least 2 others, which means that we
I don't think he said at least 2 others.
Which I don't know how he knows all that, but let's just assume he does, because I haven't talked to the same people as him. That means we're assuming that there's 4 outsiders in the game, the 3 normal ones plus the drunk, which means that one of us is drunk and our power is not really our power. But,
Need a nomination.
But if Tommy,
to be fair, I didn't say I know 2 others. I know 1 more.
Then yes. So,
right. Well, I nominate Tommy, because if he's the recluse, then and by the way, that's not like meant to, I'm not coming at you. Your role is bad. Your role is for killing.
I got that part of the conversation. That's why I decided to come out.
I mean, you're still in the game when you're dead, by the way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
And if we have
just
the
lose voting
Undertaker,
privileges.
the Undertaker will learn that you are the recluse, and if he shares that information, then we will trust you. And it's
Because
Not necessarily true.
here's a question I have for everybody. since we're going with, since everybody knows that I'm a recluse now, the rules say that I still will show up as an evil person at night. I mean, I'll still show up as an evil person even though I'm dead.
Yes, if someone.
Oh,
That's true, but we don't need to worry about you being a demon and come back to you to kill you or
Gotcha.
anything.
Wait,
Because I was confused where that was going.
Let me explain it further, Tommy, so you understand. Now that you've said you're the recluse, the fortune teller will never pick you, because if they pick you, they're going to get a ping as a demon. So they're never, if there's a fortune teller, they're never going to pick you. So it's good that you came out, because you now have told the fortune teller, never pick me, because if you pick me, you're going to ping as a demon. And by the way,
All right,
fortune
all right, I'm
teller,
going to mute everybody real quick.
if there is one for the fortune.
Wow.
All right, Yahoo, you can make your accusation.
Well, he came out as the recluse. If he was the demon, that's a super odd thing to do. Seems pretty obvious that we should kill him. Either he's, yeah, there's no reason not to kill him.
All right, and then Tommy, you can give your defense. You're muted.
This is not a good defense.
I don't really have a defense here. The whole reason I came out was so that this would happen, I guess. Or at least that, I mean, you know, it was information.
So Tommy, it's good because if we do have an Undertaker, the Undertaker confirmed that you're the recluse as well.
That's not true.
That's not true, actually. They won't confirm because the recluse will register.
The recluse's ability is that they can be seen as evil.
No, the Undertaker sees the.
No, they don't actually. We confirmed it.
The Undertaker would confirm it.
It doesn't actually, Sam.
To clarify, the recluse can show up as a minion or a demon.
Yes, even if the Undertaker, yes.
With the Undertaker too?
Yeah, that's part of the recluse ability. They can register as a minion or a demon.
They can show as a recluse, but they can also show as a minion.
However, there's no reason that a minion would want to get killed. Well, that's not true. Okay, never mind. Everything is as chaotic as ever.
Okay.
Yeah, the minion would want to die sometime.
Yeah, because you die and then you're confirmed as good, and then you can
and you join the circles and you
don't even have to worry about people killing you at that point.
We're going to start the vote. It starts with Jason. I'm going to vote in 3, 2, 1.
Especially if you're the Baron, because the Baron is essentially useless alive. They don't have an ability.
We need 6 votes to.
That is true.
Yeah. But I don't know why I'm saying it though in public. I'll give you more ideas.
Kill him.
Well, at this point, I don't think the Baron is going to come out as the recluse unless that already happened.
Well, no, but there will probably be some other role that they'll come out as. They're going to find some other useless role, I guess.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's 11 votes. That is enough to put Tommy on a chopping block. Is there any other nominations?
We could still kill Mike because we have that leeway. We have that 1 vote because he didn't choose to kill.
I thought I did. I clicked on it. What is it? What did I do wrong?
You didn't click vote yes.
I clicked on. I'm sorry. I clicked on recluse.
That is not how that works.
Put him in as recluse. Got it.
No, there was a little thing in the middle that says vote no, vote yes. You're supposed to do that when the thing goes around when we're voting.
I'm so sorry. I didn't see that.
Oh, it's not a big deal. I'm not.
Okay.
This is my first time playing.
I'm not
Close
letting
nominations in 10 seconds.
I think we can go to sleep.
Yeah.
I think we're good. I just want to ask one thing about the voting.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Do I have to click it before it gets to me, or does it get to me?
Before you click it. Before it gets to you.
The person is nominated around in a circle.
So you could, for example, bluff that you're voting yes and then take it away at the last moment, or the opposite way.
Okay.
Yeah.
But once
it's usually
you,
very important
your
in the
vote
last
is locked.
day.
But Tommy has been executed. If I can click the right button. Tommy is dead.
Tommy, just so you know, until you know for sure that someone's evil, or preferably the demon, you don't want to use your vote because you're only going to get 1 more vote the whole game. The whole game you only get 1 vote, so you don't want to use it yet.
All right.
I'm going to want to talk to people.
I'm gonna open up breakout rooms. It will probably try to send you to the wrong room. Except let me make sure I fix Kenny first before I open up. Actually, it's already set. Okay, yeah. So it might send you to the wrong room. Just click later.
So I feel like everything was kind of shared publicly. I don't really feel like there's a whole lot to say. Except Adele claimed to be the washerwoman, and then he was acting like he had information about outsiders, which would indicate that he was the librarian. So I'm probably going to ask him about that. And it seemed super obvious that we would want to kill the recluse. However, there's definitely possibilities. Like, for instance, if the... I could pull the list of roles up. Oh, so I haven't really... Yeah, I think I can pull it up on here. If the Baron is in play, all that the Baron does is give 2 extra outsiders. So they don't like actually have an ability. So the Baron could have said they were the recluse and died just to create confusion, because if we do end up having a butler, recluse, and saint, then we would think we have a drunk. Let's say that we actually had the butler and the saint, and somebody claimed the recluse. I'm just saying these are like possibilities, things you have to consider. So I would be inclined to trust Tommy at this point. Like, basically his information's good. However, I don't really think he's going to have any information, because A, he's newer, and B, he's dead, so there's not really any reason for anybody to go and share information with him. But like, if we all knew that he was good, then we could all go and lie to him. So that's the thing, because even the demons could go and just give him bad information. We could all go and share our information with him, and then he could share it with us, and we could trust him. However, we don't know that he knows what he's talking about. So that's where the whole problem comes. So I don't know that I can trust him, and even if I could, I would be trusting information that he's getting from other people that are not good. So I'm not going to be talked to tonight. So once I'm done sharing my information, I'll just shut my camera off. Oh, there's somebody in here listening to me. Kyle's in here. Hey, Kyle.
Hey, Steven. Just hanging out. Don't mind me.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just talking to my my YouTube video.
No, it's actually interesting to kind of hear you talk through it. So by all means, go for it.
Yeah, well, I don't really think I have much else to share. Have you played before? Yeah, yes. You have. Yep, yeah, you've played. Well, yeah, the game is interesting because you never, like, nothing is ever 100%.
I know. That's what I love about this game, is that it, like, as much as you think you know something, there's at least 1 or 2 other explanations that can lead you to the same conclusion.
So one thing I will say, and I guess now I'm talking to you instead of YouTube, which is fine, is that I would be inclined. I think newer players are actually easier to play with because they're not going to be deceiving. And so what I would say, that the information that happened, like, he didn't know whether or not to come out as the recluse. And I don't think that his coming out as the recluse was this like mad strategic play. I think it was more, he was trying to figure out what the recluse could do, and then he figured out, okay, the recluse should come out, and then he came out. So I would be inclined to believe that his thing was legit. Now, that still doesn't mean that I should trust him implicitly, because, like, you know, he's just now at this point well, at no point did he ever get any useful information, and so it's a matter of whether or not he interprets what's happening well, and the answer to that's probably no.
Yeah, I think, especially with new people, I think it's safe to trust if the recluse comes out. But certainly if you were playing in a game of veterans, that would be like a super Adele move to
now,
come out as the recluse.
One thing I will say is you should probably not talk strategy back, because that gives me an unfair advantage. Like, I should only have my resources. I shouldn't have like a consultant that's helping me in a game that's happening, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sorry. Yeah.
No, it's fine. Yeah. Well, also the fact that I'm gonna have like 50 people watch this after the fact, and they'll all like let me know how wrong I was.
All right.
Cool.
Well, I'll leave you to it because I don't want to interrupt you.
That's fine. Thanks. Yeah, it's fine if you want to pop in. I don't mind. But yeah. All right. I'll see you later.
Later.
One more.
Yeah, wait on. I don't know who we're waiting on. Somebody.
Can we go to breakout rooms with people that died?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Of course, and that's part of the game is you want to talk to people who died.
Yeah. So like
Yep.
one theory is that Tommy was good and he died as the recluse, and so like you can trust him at this point. However, you can't 100% trust him because nothing is 100%. Tommy, one thing I will say, and everybody, when you die, you should put dead in your name so it's less confusing.
Oh.
You just put it like between brackets next to your name.
So you see all that blood on Chris's screen, and that is because he died in the night.
Ooh.
No.
There's worse things that could happen than Chris dying.
And let me reopen all the breakout rooms.
I want to talk to Mike and Tommy together if possible.
Whispers are open.
Mike and Tommy, do you guys want to talk together for a second?
Yes, let's join my room. Join my room.
I would like to talk to you at some point, Mike.
Room?
Yes, Mike's room.
Tommy, also come to Mike's room.
Hey, Adele, you want to chat again?
Yeah, I can go again.
All right.
Why would somebody kill me?
My place?
Question to the
sure.
people. Would they, in Werewolf, you really wouldn't kill the...
So, I guess what my curiosity is that you claimed Washerwoman after I asked if you were the Washerwoman, but then you seem to know about outsiders. Did you talk to the Librarian, or are you actually the Librarian? Like, I'm a little bit confused what happened there.
Okay, so I don't want to give too much information on the outside. It's just that someone actually told me.
Okay,
like,
so somebody else
told me
told
they're
you.
an outsider.
But
Yeah,
you
yeah.
still are
But
the Washerwoman.
I will give out my Washerwoman information because at this point, most of it doesn't really matter. I'll tell you why. So I
Chris
picked
died?
Tommy.
Okay.
And you. I didn't pick.
Yeah, you were told.
He gave it to me. Yeah. You and Tommy. And I got Ravenkeeper.
Oh, and I'm just an idiot, and I wrote Washerwoman, and then I got confused and thought that I was the Washerwoman. Yeah, I am the bottom half. I'm the Ravenkeeper.
Come on.
Well, it's a good thing we talked again. We got that cleared up.
I know, but now I'm hoping you're honest.
Well, but here's the problem. So why would the Ravenkeeper want to die as the recluse? Explain that to me.
Why would they wouldn't. So it's impossible. It's Tommy. But my point is that
you could still be drunk.
That
Yeah,
I'm drunk
I
or
see.
poisoned.
Yep,
that's what
wonderful.
I was thinking.
That's wonderful. So
now,
so once again, we can't work with each other. So okay, so here's the deal. I am the Ravenkeeper, and I feel like it's kind of an advanced role. So help me. Like, what should I be trying to do?
Okay, so I can't help you like by myself. We need other people because I cannot fake your role.
Well, explain to me what my like what is my objective? Like, what would be?
So your objective is to hopefully find
Oh, well, die at night,
Empath,
obviously.
Empath, the Fortune Teller, the Undertaker. You want to find one of those three.
Okay.
Even the monk, one of those four. Empath, Fortune Teller, Undertaker.
Well, I'm gonna circle these roles. So you said monk, empath, fortune teller. Did you say?
Yes.
And what was
Empath,
the next
Fortune Teller, Undertaker, monk.
Obviously, the demon would be good too.
Well, yeah, that goes. But yeah, so if you can find one of those four, then you want to switch roles with them, right? You want to claim their role, they will claim your role, and then you will. That's the plan. You subtly go around. Obviously, don't be too obvious about it. Don't say, "Hey guys, I'm the fortune teller." That's like too obvious.
Sure,
but if you do find the fortune teller, then start playing as the fortune teller and go every time go to them to get their information. But you, just like what you said, right? You give someone else the information, but you spread it instead of the actual.
Yeah, well, I've seen that happen before, and I'm sorry that I screwed that up. I'm glad that we got that fixed.
I was a bit confused. I was like, honestly, am I drunk? Like,
yeah.
Because when I talked to Tommy, he said, you may have registered it wrongly. I was like, okay, so he's claiming recluse, but Washerwoman does not get affected by recluse. So I was like, Ayahu must be the Ravenkeeper. And then you told me that thing, and I was like, oh, what's happening there?
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna head out.
Okay.
They're probably more advanced than, because I wouldn't have thought to do it.
No, that's why I like to discuss strategies. Adele, let's go. Do you want to go talk?
Sure.
Okay, I'll your room or my room?
My room.
Okay.
Hey Tommy, you want to talk?
Would anybody else like to talk?
Oh, my mute button.
I did want to talk to Mike. You want to talk?
I'll chat with you, Mike.
Oh, I see that I wasn't talking. Hey, Tommy, you want to talk?
Sure.
I'll come to you, Mike.
Okay.
Your room, I got
Sure,
you.
sure.
Okay.
So, my gut tells me that you're good. Well, yeah,
Okay.
and I don't feel like it's a huge leap to get there. However, I don't know that your information that you get from other people is good. So I guess I'm just on a reconnaissance mission. Have you figured out, like, has anybody told you what their role is so I can start filling out my grimoire? What information do you have?
Yes,
No, you don't know that I'm good,
but
so
I'm
there's
not going
that.
to reveal that.
What?
Right.
I am good. I am good.
So far, I know. I figured you would say that.
So I can't. Here, I'll give you a little bit more
far,
information because I actually have a relationship with you.
Okay.
So Adele came to me. I was the other person that he got as the washerwoman, and I know that he checked you, and so therefore, well, yeah. So
what did he say about me?
What he said was that he knew that either you or I was a role, and I'm not going to share what the role is. However, well, I confused him because, well, I answered poorly, but then we cleared it up. So he has confirmed who I am, and he knew that you weren't a townsfolk because the way that you answered the question it made it obvious to him that you were that you were an outsider. And I learned this today, so I didn't know that last night. And I'm sure that I've thrown a whole ball of confusion, so you're probably not even... You're like,
so far... Yeah. So far, I can tell you that I'm fairly certain Mike and Jason are good.
Any like reasons why?
Because I've talked to them and I have an idea. I know what their roles are.
Okay. You want to like?
I have a pretty good idea what their roles are.
Okay, but you're not going to share that information.
What?
You're not going to share that information.
I'm not going to share that.
Can you like give me?
I'm not going to share that information because I was asked not to.
That's fine. So there are ways to share information.
There's definitely roles we want to keep around. I'll put it that way.
Okay, so that's the thing is that you can.
There are definitely roles we want to keep around.
Okay.
And Jed said he was good, but I don't really have much information to confirm that. So at this point, he said that doesn't tell me much, except that he's told me that he was a good person. He wouldn't reveal his role.
Okay, so I'm gonna share with you what my role is, and you'll understand why. Well, actually, I didn't talk to you yet. I am and please don't share this at all with anybody, which that's the thing you're getting from everybody.
Okay.
But I am the Ravenkeeper. So what I want to do is I want to die at night. And then I will be woken up, and I can choose a player and learn what their character is. So ideally, well, actually, this is good. Because ideally, like I would be able to pretend that I was an important role. So like, for instance, if you know what Mike's role is, then I can get with Mike and get his information and like act as though I'm that important role and get executed by the demon. And then I'll be able to use my ability. Because my ability only triggers if I'm killed by the demon. And then I would basically learn about a character.
Okay.
My role is particularly hard to use because I literally don't learn anything until I die.
Right.
And only if I die by the demon. And the problem is if the demon finds out that I'm the Ravenkeeper, then they will never kill me. And if there's a spy in the game, then they already never will kill me anyway. Because they'll already know that I'm the Ravenkeeper.
Right. Okay.
Cool. Well, I'm going to try to go talk to Mike or Jason.
All right.
There could have been a reason why he died. I don't
know how there'd be a reason. That would imply that the imp knows who he is, and I don't know how that would happen.
Could be a spy.
Well, there could be a spy that knows everything.
How
Or
does
he could
the
have
spy
talked
work? They see the grimoire, so the spy knows.
So yeah, the storyteller will show his grimoire. There's a way for him to do that, like as the demo on a separate screen or overlapping. You know, that
And
you're
he'll
not
know
supposed
all
to
the
take
rules that
any
are in the
notes.
game
You're just supposed to look at it for 30, 40 seconds, a minute, and try to memorize it. Then when he puts it down, the spy can fill in the info.
And so for the record, basically at some point you'll say, okay, I'm good. And then after you say that, then you're allowed to start taking notes. You actually can't take notes while you're looking at it. So you typically only pick up a few pieces of information each night because like you can't remember 15 things simultaneously. Brains don't work that way.
But he knows who everybody is. So he could look at the important roles.
Yeah. So he could pick out like 3 important roles the first time or whatever. And then by the end of the game, he'll figure everything out.
That's better than the demon getting 3 bluff rolls. It's the spy getting to see, well, I see everything and I can pick out what's not there. You know, it's just how much can he remember at any one viewing?
Yeah, if the spy's in the game, it's very problematic.
How many minions are in the game?
2.
2?
Unless the
That's
butler's
the
in the
orange
game.
symbol.
Wow, the spy seems powerful.
And a 3-minute warning.
So anyway, I'd like to obviously talk to somebody. Hey, I wanted to talk to Mike. You want to talk now? You're muted. I'm going to go to my place unless you say I don't want to do that. That's awesome. So you should unmute yourself here, or this is going to be pretty useless.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. It keeps muting every time you change rooms. It mutes you. I'm like, it's trying to drive me crazy.
Yeah. There's settings, and they get set differently each time, and I don't think any of us really know 100% what we're doing.
Hey man, this is cool. This is my first time playing this online. The breakout rooms, this works out great.
I think it actually works better than in life, like for this particular game.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. So this looks like this would work for 2 Rooms and a Boom, but I heard it was like a
That
debacle.
did not work well.
Okay.
We tried it, and it did work, but it was not better than in real life.
Yeah, okay, I figured that. All right. I run 2 Rooms and a Boom, a dice tower every year, and it is it's a lot of fun. We have a blast. We have like 60-some people playing, 2 different rooms, four rooms going at one time, and but this is working great. All right, man. So look, I don't know if you're bad or good, but I think I can share my information with you because I don't think it's gonna hurt us either way.
Okay. That's weird because that conflicts totally with what I was told.
Oh, really? What were you told?
Well, I was told that you have that you're important, and that I couldn't be told what you were because it was too important.
Oh, who told you? Who said that?
Well, I'm not gonna. Here's the thing. I want to get the information, and there's reasons that I want to talk to you. So just pretend that I didn't say anything, and let's go off of that jumping point, and then maybe we can come back around if we have time. Because there's literally like 2 minutes at this point. We're just gonna waste the whole time.
Okay. So I am the librarian. I pointed at Jason Levine and I pointed at Tommy, and Sam told me yes that one of them was the outsider, and then Tommy admitted
the outsider.
That he was the outsider.
You get the specific outsider though, recluse, right?
Yeah, the recluse. Yeah.
Okay.
And I talked to Jason. Jason said he was not. Talked to Tommy. Tommy said he was. Like, sweet. And then the next day, today I went to talk to Jason. I was like, all right, man, looks like I got good information. And Jason told me that he was. He told me not to tell anybody, but he's a blue roll, of course. But he told me not to tell anybody. He's one of the bottom 4. I'll just say that. He said, promise me you won't tell anybody, or I'm gonna, I won't trust you. But anyway, I think we can trust Jason.
So here's the thing about this game. You actually can never trust anyone, because if they are bad, basically from the get-go, what you're trying to do is trying to figure out what your story is. So you could literally, like, say the spy's in the game. The spy actually knows exactly what roles are in the game, and then he can figure out, okay, I want to pretend to be the Slayer, and then like convincingly pull it off. So you can never trust anybody with what they say 100%. Just so that you're clear on that.
Jason told me he was a Slayer. So
now that is odd, but that's fine. So we'll want to talk again, but we obviously have run out of time at this point. Okay. I'm going to put that in. Thanks for talking.
Yeah, man. All right.
All right, I think that's everybody. Nominations are open. So talk away.
Bring him up.
Wait, Chris never even claimed a role after he died.
That is weird.
You don't have to.
If you want to find out, you talk to him, and he might tell you or might not tell you. He might tell you what info he has. The whole point of this is to piece all the info together. Like how when I was telling you that I could do something with you, I was telling you that because we could all piece together because we're never going to be able to talk to everyone. And we don't want everything public because there's 3 people who are lying.
Yes.
Yep.
So you don't want everything public, which is why I was trying to answer some of those questions in private.
All right.
And sharing in private doesn't mean it's public because if someone tells me something, it doesn't mean I'm going to go blurt it out in public to everyone.
Well,
sometimes
that has happened.
Doesn't mean it will for sure, but it might.
It might. There's always
the intention is what matters. He doesn't do it intentionally.
As far as doing this, I said I was going to do it before, and I'm doing it now. I'm advocating for one of the top 4 to come out and give some information because I don't think they get any extra information as the game goes on. There's no reason not to hide it.
I do agree, especially if they're the investigator or the chef, possibly.
I have a feeling we don't have a chef for an investigator in the game based on who I've talked to.
Okay.
I'm just being honest. I don't think we have a chef
come
for
out.
investigator.
I'll come out. So
you don't have to, Mike. Your role doesn't
you don't.
anymore.
Yeah, you don't need
Mike,
to.
There's no reason to.
Okay.
Well, and the other thing is,
there's no reason.
Okay.
The other thing is that
And Mike, if you do, then the demon's going to know not to attack you or kill you because of that. There's no reason for you to come out.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Kind of know.
We'll leave it at that.
That's the reason why top 4 roles don't necessarily come out because then demon knows not to kill them because they have no more info and they're going to kill people with info, which is why we have to hope there's things like soldiers or monks to protect our people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's kill a Yahoo.
Why? That's the worst idea I've ever heard.
Because you're evil.
Not true.
He was the only person I talked to, and I'm dead now.
That is so stupid. You didn't even tell me anything.
I told you a lot.
Well,
I gave you a lot of information.
That's the bottom 3. Yeah, you did say that, Jason. You said bottom 3 is stuff. He remembers. He won't forget.
He won't forget.
What is happening? Chris, I'm not bad. I did not get you killed.
You got me killed.
No, Jason's frozen.
Yeah, it's frozen. I wish we had more time because I want to talk to other people, but because apparently there's word on the street that I'm suspicious. I don't know how that came to be.
Well, look at you. You smile every 30 seconds.
Adele, you are
always
suspicious.
You got him.
Ooh.
So does anyone have a bad feeling about someone or a vibe about someone that they've talked to that they don't think that they're telling the truth?
Chris,
Yahoo.
Keep your mouth shut.
Yahoo. Yahoo.
Chris, why are you so on a Yahoo?
Because he talked to me and then he died.
Yep.
I did not kill
Chris
him.
doesn't
I gave
say
him
anything,
some
though.
information.
No, you didn't.
Oh, did you?
You did not give me
I
information.
gave him enough information for him to want to kill me, apparently.
Yeah, you cleared 5 roles, 4 of which were the demon and the minions. You said, I'm not those, and then you died. That's not a lot of information.
I said I was powerful, too.
Yeah.
Well, if you believe,
lying in your coffin there, you don't look very powerful.
if you believe Yahoo might be bad because if Chris said he had a powerful role, which I don't know what it is, I haven't talked to Chris yet to find out.
Jason, you're making a mistake.
If Chris...
That's what I said.
So if Chris did tell a Yahoo that he had a powerful role that gets a lot of info,
Okay, listen, Jason, let's talk tomorrow because I believe that you're good and I have a lot of information that can centers in on you. And I would like, before you just randomly and chaotically kill me, to be part of the game. So please don't kill me.
I'm gonna vouch for Yahoo. I'm gonna vouch for Yahoo because we just talked and I think he needs to share. He needs to talk to Jason. So I think we should not kill him.
Anybody who does want to kill, because we'll need a nomination.
Just so you know, Mike, Adele's now looking at you, and he's even more suspicious of me than he was. So the game is a cobweb of crap.
Yeah, you know, and I could be drunk this whole time and not know. Oh wait, let me pick up my Jack and Coke and have another sip. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. Nice choice. Gentleman Jack, or is it single barrel or regular?
Another 3 minutes for nominations. So do I get this game moving along?
It's whatever bourbon my wife bought for me this week.
Oh, gotcha.
So will it help to have anybody come out with info? I have no idea who to trust at this point.
Well, there's some people I trust. There's some people I don't quite trust yet because they weren't so forthcoming. But I don't have major suspicions.
I think it's hard to be forthcoming because you don't know who to be forthcoming to. And anytime you give away information, it's like it would be really detrimental if it gets to the other team, no matter what it is.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, even if you give your information to a good player, they might inadvertently share it with somebody, even if they say they won't.
Yeah. Happens
Anyway,
every time.
Here's the real thing. And the fact that Yahoo just said that are making more suspicious of him.
Well, that's weird. It's weird that me saying a truthful thing would make me suspicious.
Oh, it said that if you share info with good people, they might spread it on to bad people.
Yeah, well, it happens because if I trust the wrong person, like your circle of trust is, do you know how coronavirus works? You're around people that are not infected, and then they go to other people that are not infected, and the next thing you know, everyone's infected. That's how it is.
Anyway, Kenny, what I was trying to say, if people aren't sharing info, and hopefully most of the people in that circle, if people are sharing info, we will never win the game.
Jason, what's happening?
Hey, Jason, you need to get off the dial-up part.
Oh, it's not just me that's having trouble?
No, it's on his part.
Okay, so in this game, Kenny, the good people, if they don't share info, I think my internet's fine.
No, it's not.
You got a storm coming
You would
through
be
Boston or
incorrect.
anything?
But anyway, part of the game is if the good people don't share info, we're never going to win.
No, I know. I'm not saying that good people shouldn't share info. I'm just saying that you do need to be careful because, like, literally, if you tell somebody something, it's out. And I'm not saying, like, this is not complex strategy. This is just simple stuff.
But it's not out. It's not out if you tell someone something. It depends if they're going to splurge it to everyone or not splurge it to everyone.
I know. It's not necessary. I hope the one person that I gave all my information to didn't tell anyone else yet. That would be dumb, actually.
Was it a Yahoo? Because you might be dead tonight.
Wow.
I don't know, is it?
You gave all your information to someone?
Yeah.
Have we heard of a third
I kinda
outsider
did,
at
yeah.
all? Because that's important. I think we don't have a Baron at this
I
point,
don't
but
think we've heard of a third outsider. I think that is important too. I think what Chris is saying is very important.
Yeah, I haven't heard
You
of a
need
third
nomination
outsider,
in
but
3 minutes.
just two.
But
Okay,
but
so
the
we-
third outsider could most definitely be the Saint, and we wouldn't hear of them anyways, right?
Yeah, we would. The Saint would tell
No,
someone.
they
that
won't
the
come
Saint-
out until they're nominated. That's how I usually see it being played.
they might tell somebody though. I would think.
They
I would
might
hope.
tell
They might.
somebody.
They
They're
might.
not gonna-
Yeah, they might.
They're not going to be like, I'm the Saint, but they might tell
Yeah.
someone in the private room just so someone knows that they're the Saint.
If
Need a
you want to tell
nomination.
me you're a
There's a difference-
saint, feel free. I'm dead. Just saying later on.
I'm
Yes,
gonna give it
but
Let's hear
a
the
count of
Saints,
10 for a
which is
nomination.
so no one has suspicions at all.
I still think we should kill because of the Undertaker, but I don't know.
If we have an Undertaker,
3 seconds, guys.
We'll nominate someone. That's not me.
I can't.
Nomination.
Hey, Yahoo.
What?
Who was that?
It was me. I'm not saying that I don't believe you, hey, Yahoo, but we got to nominate someone. We'll just have a vote. If you live, you live. If you don't,
Hey,
The
you know, it's
Undertaker.
not a big deal. You'll either die or you'll live.
hey,
Right.
everyone said
I'm
what-
gonna mute everybody real quick. And Ryan, you're gonna mute yourself and give your reasoning.
Yeah, I mean, people were saying we should kill someone today. I don't know that I necessarily feel that way, but Yahoo seemed to be the one with the most suspicion, so I figured let's just get the vote over with. If we want to kill him, we'll kill him. If not, then we won't, and then that discussion will be over. We can focus on someone else. So I don't have any strong suspicions of Yahoo other than other people shared that they were suspicious of Yahoo. So yeah.
Alrighty, Yahoo.
And Adele's flashing his vote. That's great.
Yeah.
Chris, I've gone from knowing that you'll never share any information to me to I don't even want information from you. I'm going to stay away from you. I did nothing wrong. I talked to you and then you died, which literally is like a 10% chance. Like there's only so many people in this room. And I also talked to 3 people. So the reality is that any one of those people could have died and then suspected me. So this is nonsense.
Anybody else want to chime in?
Chris, I have a question for Chris. I have a question for Chris to chime in. This isn't for a Yahoo, this is for Chris. How powerful is your role, and do you suspect a spy in the game that knows your role and turned it to a demon, or do you suspect that a Yahoo knows your role?
I think that
But I
there's
didn't
more
talk to you to find
important
out.
roles that they could have killed first. I don't think there's a spy.
But you don't suspect a spy.
Right. Is there anything
No.
regarding the Yahoo's nomination?
I'm like a mid to upper.
Well,
mid.
that does involve
Well, I'll
me
talk to you
because
later about that.
what he's trying to figure out is that he has a mid-level role, and so it's not the spy; it's because of me. And thanks, Jason. You're wonderful. We can't just wait till tomorrow and have a conversation. You just have to kill me.
I definitely don't think it's a spy.
All right, we're going to start the vote. It's going to start with Mike. All right, it's going to vote in
That's
3,
fine.
2, 1, vote.
For what it's worth, despite the questionable
needs
things
5
Yahoo
to
did,
pass.
I'm not that suspicious of him.
Yeah, these flashes are pretty funny. I like the flash more when it's not me on the chopping block.
Oh, Chris is using his deadbolt.
Wow, that's suspicious.
Okay, you're safe.
All right. Yeah, the vote does not pass.
For now, I'll work on you again tomorrow.
Any other nominations?
Well, I say we just go to bed and don't nominate anyone else.
But if we have an Undertaker, it's a waste, don't you think?
No, I say we go to bed and don't nominate anyone else.
Well, yeah,
do
that's
a
what I'm
countdown from
saying.
10?
I'm countering that. If we have an Undertaker, it's a waste.
Can't nominate again.
It would be nice.
Who would
know
you
if
like
we
to
had an
nominate?
Undertaker.
Oh, too late.
I'll nominate Jed because I haven't heard anything from him, so I just want to hear him talk.
All right. Dill.
If anybody wants to come to me tomorrow and tell me things about themselves, I can.
And that
keep
was my
secret.
accusation, by the way. There's no more accusation
I'll
than
talk
that.
to you tomorrow, Chris. I just been
All right.
talking with players. It takes me
Gonna-
a long time to explain stuff to them, so I haven't talked with me like I usually do.
Apparently, muted myself. All right, Jed, unmute yourself. You can give your defense.
Yeah, I don't think there's any particular reason I've been accused other than just to accuse someone at random. I don't really think we should be touring people at random. I mean, ideally we should be touring someone, but we want to have a suspicion to base that on. I'm surprised no one has any suspicions at all so far. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, anybody can chime in real quick if they'd like.
I am seeing the value in flashing your vote now that it's not me. That's pretty good.
Okay, I have another question. If we have outsiders, so we know one recluse, right? The saint obviously we cannot kill. The drunk we don't know. The butler, if we have a butler, do we want to kill them for the Undertaker to confirm, or do we first want to confirm the Undertaker is alive?
We don't even know if we have an Undertaker, so no.
Right.
Unless
Okay.
you talk to someone who said that the Undertaker, no. We don't want to just keep killing people.
Okay.
That's true. If we don't
All right.
know about the Undertaker, it might be bad to kill everyone.
There might be an Undertaker. Don't even worry about it.
No one heard of an Undertaker?
We're going to start with the vote. This vote starts with Kenny in 3, 2, 1. Oop, I hit the wrong button. So
And it's over.
just kidding. All right, it's going to start in 3, 2, 1. Now remember to press the start vote button, not the finish button. The suspense. All right.
This is
Well, that vote
not
fails.
suspense. Oh wow.
I just wanted to
You get one vote. That is not enough.
that he's going to get killed, but I just wanted to drop that in there just to show you that.
Have him feel some
Alright.
nervousness.
Do another 10 countdown.
Okay, I think we can go for no kill, actually. Yeah, I agree. If no one heard of Undertaker, then we might not have one.
Yeah, that is a
Alright.
good point.
Maybe they don't want to say they're there, but you know.
Everybody can go to sleep. There's no executions today.
Bye.
Rooms are open. Remember, you don't need to go to the room that it's going to. If it's the wrong one, just click on later.
So here we are again. So I'm not exactly well. What happened was I talked to Chris. Chris said he was powerful, which, by the way, is virtually nothing, for the record. But whatever. I don't even know what that could possibly mean. And then he listed like 5 roles that he wasn't, which was the outsiders. And but anyway, so I have no idea what he was. Except if I was the demon, then I would kill. But that would be so sus. Like, that's so dumb. So, but then, yeah, now he's convinced Jason, and I don't know. It's a whole thing, and nobody really knows anything. So they're all, yeah, I don't really know what value there is. Now I have to go to Jason, and the thing is, I have nothing about Jason because Mike said that he was the librarian, and he saw Tommy and Jason as the. Oh, and then he told me. He told me Jason was the Slayer. Yeah, but so I can't actually, like, that information doesn't help me. Who told me he was the Slayer? Oh my word. Mike did. So that's the problem, is you need to remember what information you have and where it came from. He told him he was the Slayer, which could be a bluff roll. Why has he not been using it? Like, I need to go talk to Adele again. Well, I've already talked to Adele. I wish I remembered. Oh, but see, that's the thing, is if it was on the second day, then information literally be coming from the Grimoire. So, I originally talked to Adele. He did say bottom half. Yep. And then he got it at night. But I think he would have even woke up on night. So, the spy. So, each night, including the first night. So, if the spy is in the game, then the spy can play a top 4 roll. Just throw this up here. Oop. There we go. Yeah, so I don't think there's an Undertaker. I haven't heard of an Empath either. Alright, I need to go talk to Adele again, because at this point, like it or not, I'm working with Adele. I don't know if he's good or not. I think he's the, But see, me talking to him is actually going to make him more suspicious. That's the problem. So, what were the terms of Chris dying? He died at night. After talking to me. That's literally it. It's just got random dumb luck. So I'm going to fill this in. Oh, time to leave. You breakout rooms. Three more.
Slowly but surely. Chris again, I think.
He's salty in the afterlife.
Yeah, that mean he's embalmed?
Yeah. Saline.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
There he is. All right, everybody's back. Good morning. Everybody wakes up to find that Jed has died.
But Jed, okay, that's interesting.
All right, and
Wait, Jed, you want to talk?
whispers are open.
I want to talk to Chris. I want to talk to Kenny again.
I guess
Adele?
I said yeah.
One more time.
Yeah, Yahoo, you want to talk
You want
again?
to talk to Kenny first?
Sure, I'll talk
That's
to you,
fine.
Mike.
All right. Myram?
Sure.
I wanted to talk to Adele at some point, but I can do that later.
You want to just talk
So,
right now, Kenny?
I
You
could
need
find.
to-
yeah, we
I
can.
thought I heard
Hey,
me
get
in
up.
there.
Yeah, so what's up?
You said last time somebody said I was something really important, and I was like, who said that? Because they're lying. I don't think I'm important.
No. If you're the librarian, you're not. Now, here's the problem: is then I start to forget why. I think so. I'm trying to piece it back together. I think it was Tommy that said that, and I think he may have just been trying to cover for Jason, because I think Jason was the role that he was trying to protect, and he outed both of you because now I think it was that he said that you saw Jason and him as the recluse, and I think that the reason that he said that you were important was because he was trying to protect Jason, because he didn't just want to say Jason's important, like if it's those two people that were connected because of the librarian.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. That's fine. I mean, that makes sense. That tracks with what
Well, the problem with everything is that you track it back, and then you basically everybody's good. Like I have nobody that I think is bad. I actually have no information on Jason because I was inclined to believe him, but the problem is with the bluff rolls that he can claim to be the Slayer. What I would like to know is the Slayer ability is that you say somebody's name during the day, and if they're the demon, they die. So it would seem that would be an ability that you would use. However, it's possible that you don't really use it until you know, because it's a super powerful ability. I don't really know.
Yeah, if he's a Slayer, then if he thinks he knows who the demon is, he needs to use that junk. He uses.
Well, the problem is that if he does it and then he'll die the next night because it's kind of a one-shot thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But if we got a good beat on who we think the demon is, we need to tell him to use it. He needs to freaking take a shot.
So do you trust him? Like, who is your circle of trust?
So again, like I said, I pointed to Jason and Tommy on the first night. One of them said they were outsider. Tommy
you
admitted
don't point though. You're just told.
Right, I know.
Okay,
I'm sorry. I named the people. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm just playing it live. So it tracks with my information, right? And then I talked to you, and you said somebody said that was somebody important. I'm like, wait, somebody's lying.
Well, no, your information about Jason was strictly that he wasn't the recluse. Like, you don't know anything about him.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's true. That's true. All I got was that Tommy was the recluse.
But then Jason told you that he was the Slayer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So so the thing is that could just be a bluff roll. I mean, it might be what he is, but I'm not inclined to believe or disbelieve him. And he doesn't even know that I know that. And then if I go to him and say anything, then literally he'll be like, "Oh, you're the spy. We need to kill you." So I think I don't even.
That's true.
And I don't know how likely the group is to kill me. I didn't like it that Jason and Chris, who are both strong players, were gunning for me. Like, I didn't like that.
Yeah, that's true. And Jason's good at these games.
Yeah.
So I mean, he could be totally playing me.
Yeah.
You know, he could be totally playing me because he was like, "Oh yeah, we could totally trust Mike now," which is a way to get somebody to trust you.
Well, and I will say that you and Adele, I am inclined to believe because, so that's the thing with the thing is you're given bluff rolls. If you were given the bluff roll of the librarian, you're obviously going to use it, and so then you know it's just a matter of how do I misuse that information. But I would say that your role, like in my mind, you and Adele and Tommy are good, and I don't. Okay. Well, I would think that everybody that dies at night is also. However, the other stupid thing is that the demon can actually kill themselves, and then the demon passes to somebody else. So even people that died could potentially be bad. Like,
no, that's true.
It doesn't even clear Chris, who died at night.
All right, I'm going to try to talk to some different people.
Okay.
All right, man. Later.
Hey, Mike. Yahoo.
Hey, what's up? Alex, I haven't spoken to you whole game. You want to talk?
Yeah, that's why I was saying I'm kind of working on around my half of the board, so I'd like to
Well,
talk
Kenny,
to you.
by process of elimination, you're the.
Let me come to your place, Mike.
Sounds good.
Well, I guess we have other choices here. Well, no, I'm not. So here's the thing with Chris.
Yeah, right back at you.
Hey, you want to talk?
Okay.
All right. We'll go to my place.
We can talk about how you murdered me.
Yeah.
Kenny wanted.
Why?
I don't even know why I invited you here because we're just gonna argue.
Yes, I am. You murdered me.
I did not. So here's
I find that hard to believe.
Well, I didn't share anything with anybody. What I told everybody, and it's what I've been adamantly saying even in the group chat, is that you shared nothing with me. And you're like, oh, I gave you tons of information. Well, I would disagree with that. You basically said, I am not a bad role, I'm not an outsider, and I'm not the monk.
And I'm powerful.
Sure.
Don't
so I can see
about that.
I can follow the logic in you telling me that you're powerful and then dying. However, I didn't kill you. So I don't know. It's possible that you told everyone you were powerful, which maybe isn't a good strategy.
No, it wouldn't be. That's why I wouldn't do it.
So you told me you're powerful and then wait to die, and you're probably not even powerful. You're probably the washerwoman.
No. But I don't know who is the washerwoman. That's
I do.
Question.
Well, I know who claimed it.
Oh, but is he on your team?
Yeah.
Oh, so who is it? So we can kill him too. Because you guys are both evil.
Why would we want to kill the washerwoman? She's good.
Because she's not the washerwoman. You're evil, and that's your minion.
Okay, so Chris, here's the whole crap in this thing is that the imp can literally kill themselves, and then the demon moves. So like I can't even implicitly trust you. Like you have died, but I can't.
Don't even bring that.
What?
I had no reason to kill myself at that point. If I was the imp, there's no reason to kill myself.
Sure. Well, except that you could then play this crap game of like throwing me under the bus and just like.
Yeah, well, you deserve to be run over by the bus.
Yeah, so there's nothing valuable here because what am I even? No, I did not kill you.
All right. So how much do you trust me now that I'm dead because of you?
I don't know, maybe 75%.
Why don't you tell me who you are now then?
Sure. So I don't have any choice. Well, here's the problem. I've already shared my role with two people. Eventually, by process of elimination, it'll be a mistake. But I'll share it with you.
It probably already was.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Let's further this mistake. I'm the Ravenkeeper. So if I don't die at night, that's why. It's because I want to die at night.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
Yeah. And so I told Adele, who claims to be the washerwoman. Washerwoman. He,
I don't know.
He got me and I can't even remember the story now. Maybe I'm a piece of crap today. Somebody else. Oh, I think it was Tommy. Yeah, that's what it was. It was me and Tommy as the Ravenkeeper, or at least that's what he said. And that's the thing is I don't even know if that's true because he said, well, here, let's be smart about it. And he said, are you bottom half? And then I was confused and I had circled washerwoman because he was saying he was the washerwoman. And I said no, because washerwoman is the very top one. Well, it turns out that's not my role. I'm actually towards the bottom. So then the next day, I came back to him and like we cleared it up, and then I don't even know. I don't think that I was that sly about it, and so for all I know, he didn't know anything, and I just told him what I was. So.
All right. I wonder if it'd be worth it to go out there, and I will just say that you're lying to everyone, and that you're the Undertaker hiding, and maybe you'll get killed at night. I wonder if that would work.
Well, then who should I pick if I do die at night?
Oh, I don't know. Adele, I guess. Well, no, because you already told me you were Ravenkeeper. I don't know.
Well, so here. Let's think about this before you say lies that don't even make sense, because that's not going to work. If you tell
Getting
people
you killed.
I'm the Undertaker, then what kind of information are you going to even have? Or are you going to be pretending to be the demon at that point or something? Like how are you going to get me killed at night? You want the bad people to kill me, not the good people.
I'm just going to say, you know what? I'm just going to keep charging at you, and I'm going to say, Yahoo's claiming that he's a very powerful role, and I don't believe him. I won't go after you to die during the day, but maybe you'll die at night.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to leave now so that it's not obvious that we're working together. Okay. And hopefully what you do works. Who should I kill, or who should I learn about when I...
Beats me.
Well, that's great. So I need to figure that out now.
Maybe? Yeah.
It would be good to know about Jason, because Jason's like a vocal person.
True.
And I know what he's claiming, so... Okay.
Now we're getting kicked out. Okay.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So we didn't really pretend that we weren't together. I'm going to leave. You stay here.
But not as much. Speaking of, how much time do we have, Sam?
Breakout rooms are closed.
Oh, okay.
You can turn that timer down to 30 seconds. It makes the game flow smoother.
I like giving people one more minute. Like it's a 1 minute warning.
Okay.
Or at least the way I look at it.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I definitely view it as
the game's just as long. You just hit the closed breakout rooms a little earlier, and then
yeah.
A minute.
I'm still. This is my first time, so I'm still working on the timing, which I need to make. I know I need to start making the day shorter.
Yeah, it is. I did notice the game is going a little long.
Yeah, there's all the explanation at the beginning, and also me being the first time. So.
I want to bring something up here. There's someone I don't trust.
Right, nominations are open.
Before we nominate, there's someone I don't trust. Adele, I honestly don't trust you. I know there's a way that you could prove you're good. Can you do that right now and nominate someone? Please? I know your role. If your role is what you claim it is, and you're not lying, then you could nominate someone and you can prove you're good. So please do it. I'm asking you to do that. So you can prove yourself as good.
Are you the only one who wants me to do it?
Does anyone else know what Jason's going towards? Because I don't play enough to know what he's hinting.
I know what he's saying.
He's saying that if he nominates the Virgin, that he'll die, and that he doesn't have an important role.
Does anyone else agree with him?
I have no opinion.
Yeah, if it's gonna make everyone quit being suspicious of you, yeah.
Okay, so I nominate Maya.
All right, Adele nominates Maya. Adele has been executed and dies.
Oh, okay.
And we move to the night phase.
Adele is executed, which means him and Maya are good.
Yep.
Or he's
for those who don't understand, like Kenny.
Oh, I think that's definite. I don't think there's any question.
Sorry.
He could be the spy. That's the only thing.
Very true. He could be a spy.
It could be.
But that's also good if you get it's a spy.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's unlikely.
Don't really follow that. Here's the spy. How does the spy nominating? Spy. Each night you see the Grimoire. You might register as good or as Townsfolk. So that'd be the choice. That sucks. Well, at least we know that Maya's good. All right. Jason wanted that to happen. Finds me to believe he's good. I hope I die tonight. I need to know who I'm killing, though. Not killing anyone. Kicking someone. Well, I'll say Jason unless I can think of something else. Knowing that Jason's the Slayer. But see, that's the thing, is I don't actually then know that he's the Slayer. No, I do. I learned this is exactly. Assuming that somebody comes to me. I should start getting ready in case somebody comes. once per game. Okay, it is only a one-time ability for Jason. Okay, so I definitely don't want to learn about Adele, Maya, or Mike. Well, unless one of them was lying. No, at this point I would ask about Jason. There's only 5 people I would want to know about, so that's actually interesting. I need to talk to some of these other people. Start filling in the gaps. Yeah. But being so suspicious, I don't think I'm likely to get killed. Because they're going to hope that the village kills me. Okay, so I can write this down. Wow.
Wait on Chris again.
So, I always have a custom background, and that is Trouble, the monster, and he's brewing.
That's funny.
Go to breakout rooms. I have some info that I want to pass out.
That background also makes your hair look like it's about like you could get a perm. Like it's,
well, actually, before we find out who's right, too, but
We're waiting on Chris, and then
I have some info that I want to pass out.
Do you need a doctor?
I'm really confused on what happened last night. How did that
So
work?
Maya was the virgin, and I'm either the
Oh,
spy or a townsfolk because I nominate Maya and died.
so real quick, throughout tonight, Cynthia has died.
That's bad. Okay, so I've been given info that there are 3 outsiders in the game, which means someone's drunk, but I don't think it's true. I think one of the outsiders lied to me, but we'll discuss further. I want to talk to Adele first, and then go from there.
I want to ask something real quick because you said it would mean you're either the spy could kill the virgin and get killed.
Yes.
Yeah, so the spy, one of their things is that they can register as good or as townfolk. So basically, if the spy were to have killed the virgin, the moderator could have said, well, we're just going to say that he registered as a townsfolk, and so he died. That's how that works.
I thought that just meant to how he appeared to people. I didn't know it actually affected the role.
Yeah, because he would show up as good. He could appear good, and if he appears good, then he would die by killing the virgin.
It's less likely that that's why it happened, but it is a possibility.
But I want to talk to
I feel a lot
Adele
better about Adele now.
and I want to talk to Jed and Chris right afterwards.
Maya,
whispers are open.
Talk to me. We didn't get to talk. So do you want to join?
Wait,
Yeah,
Jason.
I'll
I'd rather talk like with 3 people.
Fine, then with you and Jed and Chris all
Hey,
together.
Ryan, I haven't talked to you yet. You want to talk?
Yeah. I'd rather
Adele, Jed, and Chris all together with me.
Sure.
Okay.
Maya,
said
can
yes?
I join your chat?
Which room?
Yours, Jason.
My room, Adele, Jed, and
Where'd
Chris.
Kenny go? Oh, did he already leave?
Who killed Kenny?
Oh my God! Here, let me go ask him if it's okay, and then I'll pop back out.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Hey Ryan, we haven't talked yet. Do you want to chat?
Yeah, love to. I'll come to you.
All right. So,
well, yeah, I was actually hoping to chat with you yesterday, but we ran out of time right at the end, just because everyone seems to be suspicious of you.
Yeah, that's true.
Even after yesterday, people were telling me they were suspicious of you. So, tell me why I shouldn't be suspicious of you.
Because the only reason for the suspicion is because that nobody has anybody good to be suspicious of. And Chris told me that he was good on day one and then immediately died. So that's the only reason for the suspicion. And I really can't counter. The only thing I could say is maybe he told everybody that he was bad. And he's like, no, I didn't. I don't know.
Yeah. Or it was just dumb luck that
that's the only, like, does anybody have any better reason for the suspicion? Because I think that's it. Like,
no, I was most suspicious of Adele, but I'm not very suspicious of him now. I mean,
I am not suspicious of Adele, and I don't think he's suspicious of me.
Yeah, and I don't think because if he was the spy, I don't think he'd want to do that. I mean, I guess maybe he's seen everything he wants to see in the Grimoire, so I think it's most likely he's a villain.
Well, the other thing is if a good player, if a bad player dies, like being confirmed as good, then they can sow a lot of discord. Like, so I don't think a bad player choosing to die is the end of the world. Now, the only thing is it would have been a gamble, because if he had said he doesn't die, then, you know, I don't know. It seems like the most likely scenario is that he was good.
Yeah. So, is there anyone that you are suspicious of?
Nope.
I don't know.
No. So okay. I basically feel good about Maya, Mike, Jason. I don't have feelings either way about, and then Kenny and you, because, you know, I haven't talked to you. Like,
sure. So I've told a bunch of people what I am. I told Adele first day what I was, because I was picking him to be the person that was carrying my vote, because I'm the butler. Jason said that I told him I was a butler. I said, oh, that's interesting, because someone else is claiming the saint. Obviously, Tommy already claimed recluse, which would either mean that there's a baron.
Who claimed the saint?
Or, I don't know. He wouldn't tell me that.
Okay. Who told you that somebody claimed the saint?
Jason.
So I am most suspicious of Jason right now, because here's the thing. I was told that Jason is claiming Slayer. I haven't actually talked to him yet. How does Slayer, like, normally play out? Do people use that ability earlier on, or do they, like, wait until the very end?
I usually see it mid-game. If you wait till the end, there's a good chance you're going to be dead. So
yeah, so I'm starting to be suspicious of him just because he hasn't used it. Does that not make sense?
If he doesn't use it today, I would be a little bit suspicious, because I feel like he's pushing his luck.
So
it doesn't mean
so like, if we get a couple nominations in and he hasn't used it, like, can we nominate him?
Yeah.
Because well, here's my thing for the information. So the way that the information came for Jason with the Slayer, I believe it was Mike that was the librarian that pointed to Tommy and Jason as the recluse. I believe that's how it was. I may have gotten this wrong. And so then he went to Jason and said, I am the librarian. And so then Jason was like, well, I'm the Slayer. And that just doesn't make sense. Like, why would you come out with your role? Because you're literally he knows about an outsider, which has nothing to do with the Slayer. So that to me just seems odd.
Yeah. That is weird. Yeah, so I've been most suspicious of Kenny and you, obviously. I still don't know. I mean, are you willing to share anything about your role, or? So
the problem is, are you good? What did you claim? You claimed you're the butler, which is an outsider.
I'm the butler.
So the problem is, I have no idea. Okay, so general rules question. No, that's fine. General rules question. Can bluff rolls be outsider?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm not saying that I suspect you at all, but well, you know, there's a lot of things that I want clarity on.
Yeah, obviously none of us know anything, and I could be evil just as easily.
So the problem is my role doesn't want to be known by evil, and I've already come out to 3 people, and so
you don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me. I'm just saying I'm suspicious of you. So the people I'm suspicious of are the people I don't know anything about, which is you and Kenny.
Yep. And Kenny,
which is fine. I know a little bit about Kenny, and I guess I know about the same about you now. So. And now I guess I'm suspicious of Jason if what you're saying is true, because yeah. So I'm game if we get through a couple nominations and they're not going anywhere.
Yep.
The problem is Jason has my vote. So
Oh, you don't have it. Maybe we should wait till tomorrow then to do that.
I was told that Jason could be trusted. So I have, the last 2 days, he has had my vote. So if you nominate him today, I won't be able to help you with that.
Yeah, let's wait until tomorrow, and I'm going to go talk to somebody else and see if other people are starting to think, because like if he is bad,
my vote to Maya.
What?
I guess I should switch my vote to Maya. I should have switched it last night actually, because now she's a confirmed virgin.
That is true. However, she might. Well, she wouldn't die because she's the virgin. Okay, I'm gonna go.
All right. Yep. See ya.
Or 3 people left in a day.
Hey, Mike. I was hoping I could talk to you.
I'll go to your room, Mike.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Last call for whispers.
Kenny, I guess I'll talk to you if you want to.
Ryan, I haven't talked to you. You want to talk?
Yeah. Wait. What's going on? Am I with a Yahoo?
I'll talk to you. I just want to get in a room before they shut down.
Okay, come over to my room.
Okay.
I'm giving you just a little bit.
Ryan, are you frozen? I think he's frozen.
Yeah, he looks frozen.
Yo. Oh, I did talk to you on day 1. So you're one of the few people that I have no information on, but I actually did talk to you before. We talked on day 1, and you didn't share anything. So the problem is
day 1.
What?
It was day 1.
Yeah. Well, so do you feel any differently? Like, has the proposal started?
I've got suspicions of Jason.
Yeah, I'm suspicious of Jason. He's my number 1 suspicion. But I will tell you that I don't think we should kill him today. I think we should wait, and if he's still here, we should kill him tomorrow. And I have reasons that I can't really explain. But I am very suspicious of him.
I'll tell you, he came at me, when I talked to him, he came at me real hard trying to find out if I had an important role and saying, I know who the monk is. I'll have him protect you. I promise. Just tell me if you're an important role. Are you the empath? Are you the fortune teller? And I was like, that sounds
So
good.
I will talk about why we shouldn't nominate him today. And that is because so there's a role called the butler. The butler has given Jason his ability. So if we vote to kill him today, the butler will not be able to vote to kill him. So we should wait till tomorrow so that we have a better chance of killing him. And we should just kill him foul swoop so that he doesn't then have a chance to wreak havoc on us.
That's fine.
Okay.
Somebody standing over your shoulder, looking over your shoulder.
Right.
When we do two rooms and a boom at the cons, that's one of the people complain about is like somebody standing right behind them or standing next to them when they're trying to show cards. So, yeah, I like
essentially that's what happened, Jason. Is we get cut off, and that's what happened. That's kind of
everybody's back, and nominations are open.
Okay, so I have someone who I have a lot of suspicion on now. A lot of suspicion, coming from multiple things that are said by multiple people. But I'd rather discuss this whole thing, how now 3 people have claimed outsiders, which means someone's drunk, and someone's information is wrong. Someone's information is wrong because they're drunk. Also, beyond someone's information being wrong because they're drunk, we believe there's a poisoner in the game. And we think that the two bad guys are a Baron and a poisoner. There's no spy and there's no Scarlet Woman based on what we believe at this point. Of course,
do you speak for like a whole consortium?
What?
Okay. You're like based on what we believe, and like it sounds like there's like this like whole.
Are these all the people? Are these like all the people that you have like in your room with you? I don't know who the we is.
I was talking to almost everyone who's dead. You could have joined us, Tommy. I talked with all the dead people this time, and I got a lot of info out of all.
Okay. You didn't talk to me.
Oh, sorry. You should have come.
Yeah, you didn't call us. You called like 3 other people.
Yeah. Cynthia, I trust you. I know what you are.
I have suspicions on a poisoner as well.
Yes.
Suspicions on who it is, or suspicions that it exists?
That it exists.
Okay, we know. So I'm just going to throw out my suspicion of who's bad now. Then, since we believe it's a poisoner and a Baron at this point, and that there's no spy, I have 3 different things that lead me to say that Ayahu's bad. I know you're going to shake your head no, but I have 3 different things that point to you from 3 different people. So therefore, because I've gotten multiple things from multiple different people with different roles.
Can you share what those are instead of just saying you have things?
No, because then it will out people, and I don't want to out everyone.
Don't tell who the people are. Just say what you know or why you think it. A mayor said this, a monk said that.
That's exactly what I can't say, because then I'm giving away what other people are. I'm not going to
tell who the people are. Just say the role.
Well,
So-
it does then would say that the role is in the game, which is information.
Yes, so I'm not. The point is, I've been given information by multiple different people about a Yahoo. At
Well,
this point.
Jason, here let's look on this. 3 of the people that are here are bad and would lie to you. So it's possible that you've been given information by a bunch of bad people.
No, I've not been given information by bad people, because some of the people.
Well, there's another thing that I didn't mention, which is that maybe you're bad.
No, a Yahoo. Some of the people that gave me information are confirmed good at this point. So therefore, I'll just say Adele's one of the people who gave me information towards you. So therefore, Adele giving me information, he's confirmed good. I assume you trust that Adele's confirmed good because he died by killing the virgin. So therefore, one of the people is Adele. I can say that much. I'm not going to say what his role is. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm just saying there's very much.
But I am the least one leaning towards Ayahu, though, out of all 4 of you.
Thank you for that.
Oh,
and the truth comes out after all this nonsense.
So listen, I think this. I'll show my suspicion. I am very suspicious of Jason Levine at this point, and I'll tell you why.
I am too, to be honest.
Yeah. Yesterday, when he was like, Adele, just come out, just kill yourself. It's like that's a way to kill one of our townsfolk without actually voting for him and killing him. It's like he just basically sacrificed one of our townsfolk, without trying to throw suspicion off himself. So. Jason's good at these games. I've played a lot of these games, and he is good at these games, and that's a tricky way to like just kill a townsfolk without getting suspicion on him. And now he's telling us he's got 3 bits of information on Yahoo, but won't share them.
Okay,
I don't trust him.
You want to hear my next bit of info? First of all, the reason why we do that is because now both Adele and Maya are confirmed good. You understand? We have to confirm good people.
Adele's actually not confirmed good.
Jason, you killed. It doesn't change the fact that you killed one of our townsfolk.
I didn't kill one.
You did. You told him to come out and do that on purpose.
Okay, Mike. I also have information that says that you're lying. Do you want me to tell you about that?
Could have seen that coming a mile away.
Now that I've thrown out my suspicion on Jason, now I am lying. Oh, okay.
I had more suspicion on Yahoo, but let me explain. And since you're defending Yahoo and going after me, I will explain.
I'm not defending Yahoo, but I do not trust you at all now at this point.
Okay, in most games, there is only 2 at most of the top 4 roles, because top 4 roles only get information once, and there has to be some middle roles that get information throughout the game. I've now been told that there's 3 people with top roles, and none of those people came out and explained their top role. And if you have a top role and haven't said anything about it yet, it's very suspicious at this point, because you never get more information.
He did try and come out though, right? And you told him not to.
Exactly.
He did. He did.
I nominate Jason.
Okay, nominate me.
Mike nominates Jason.
I nominate Jason. Come on.
Nominate me, it's fine, but I'm not bad, and there's a bunch of people that know I'm not bad, and
right,
a bunch of people will not vote
you
for
are
me.
so bad.
You'll give your
You're
defense
so
in a
bad.
second. I'll mute all. And Mike, you can unmute yourself and give your reasoning.
So like I said before, he's throwing out all these accusations. He got Adele killed, and he knew Adele was good. He said I got 3 reasons for Yahoo, didn't throw them out. And as soon as I started saying I think Jason's bad, he means like, oh, I have a suspicion on Mike, and I have reasons for it. Like, but he didn't say that before. Come on, he's obviously bad. Obviously bad.
Okay, now my defense. First of all, I'm not bad, Mike. This isn't werewolf where you just read people on social cues. You actually go by puzzle pieces. Adele, it made sense. I'll tell you what Adele's role is. I don't mind saying it. Adele's the washerwoman. If you're a top 3 role like the washerwoman, it's good to confirm yourself by attacking Maya, because no, I didn't get Adele killed. Adele now said, look, 2 of the people we know are good in this game. That's why Adele did that. And the reason I asked him to do it is because I knew he was the washerwoman. He already told me he was the washerwoman, and Adele could confirm this. Don't you get Adele that I'm lying? Adele.
Okay, so even though I'm suspicious of Jason, that logic is sound, and that is something I would do.
Mike,
it doesn't matter if you know Adele was good or not. You purposely got Adele killed. You were like, "Oh, Adele, you can prove you're good. You can prove you're good right now. Oh no, you can prove you're good right now by killing yourself."
If Adele is the washerwoman,
and then you threw out. You said you had 3 other reasons for killing Yahoo, and as soon as
that's how it works.
you jumped on me.
Adele, can you explain? Mike, I mean,
Look,
Dale,
that-
explain to Mike that explain it to Mike so he doesn't. So he
Again,
understands.
I am suspicious of Jason, but I have to defend him on this part that he is making sense. I would do it because not only am I confirming myself by killing myself, I'm confirming Maya as well. And my role doesn't have an ongoing ability. Whether I'm alive or dead doesn't matter.
We still lost a Townsfolk instead of trying
But
to kill
it's
the
better
demon.
than leaving me. It's better than leaving
me.
me. It's better than leaving me till the top 3 and then being like, oh, he might be the demon.
The
No one
other
ever
thing, Mike,
confirmed
that you're
him.
not understanding is that in this game, literally, we just need to kill the demon. So if we can puzzle together who the demon is, it doesn't matter what the numbers are, we win.
Yeah.
So it is quite different than where.
That
And I'm not
said, we're gonna
saying
start the vote.
It could be
Jason. And,
Okay,
the vote
Could be.
starts-
Again, I'll say I'm still
the
suspicious of
vote
Jason, but
starts
I
with
have to defend
Jeb.
him on this part at
We'll
least.
start voting
because
in 3, 2,
I agree
1.
with that.
You know what I just realized?
What?
Rick?
Cynthia used her dead
A
vote.
dead vote?
Yeah, that's
You used
weird.
her dead vote.
She might not have
Alex?
realized.
You need to do that. You only get one the whole game. Did you actually mean that? Okay, I'm so confused. You got to put your mic on, Cynthia. Did you
Yeah,
mean
sorry,
to do that?
Okay, now I'm not suspicious of Jason.
Well,
You
don't
need to
take
do
her
that.
vote too much because she might have did it on accident.
I totally did
Oh,
forgot.
I didn't
that
claim
I-
my seat.
You have no more votes. If you're bad, now, I mean, if you're good, you have no more votes the whole game.
Yeah,
If
well,
you're
Yeah.
bad, you just made a ridiculous move because
so
it's
Sam
too
could
early
make
to
a
kill me.
judgment call since
No,
there's
I
rules
messed
clash.
Okay,
up.
now
Okay,
two of the people
well,
that so now
I'm going to be
bringing
nice
all
to the
my
new
info.
player and
I have a few
jump in.
things.
So that's 4 votes. That is still enough.
Wait, are you
5
not
votes.
including
Or
Cynthia?
you're taking away
Doesn't include
Cynthia's?
Cynthia's. I'm going
Resetting
to
it, yeah.
take it a little easier.
So I want to bring up a few things now, and if I have to, I'm going to use my power if I die. But if you notice, 2 of the people that I said were suspect, the Yahoo and Mike both voted for me. I'm going to explain why Kenny might be suspect as well now. I'm going to explain a bunch of things, and I'm just going to throw it out there. And I'm going to throw out my power if I don't die as well.
Well, Jason, do you think we should
I don't care.
confirm
I'm throwing
Kenny
it all
that
out
way?
there.
Should we
I'm throw-
confirm Kenny that way?
I'm going to use my power on Kenny if I have no one else to use it on.
I
You know
don't
what
know
my
if
power
Kenny's
is.
a good choice.
I don't know if that makes sense.
With my
if we don't have a
information, that
drone,
doesn't make any
then I don't
sense
know
if
if
my
Kenny
information
did
was
that.
accurate.
Anyway, do we really believe there's 3 outsiders, first of all, is my question. Because I'm going to nominate one of these people.
But
and this is the
Jason,
point-
if there's not 3 outsiders, then we have information that says that Kenny
one of
wouldn't
them's
be
lying,
bad.
and I believe Kenny's the one who's lying, just so you know. Kenny claimed
I think it's
outsider.
Kenny or Alex.
What do you mean it's Kenny or Alex?
Well, those are the 2 people that I'm most suspect of if you're not the demon or not bad.
I'm not the demon.
I know
and you're
that you don't think that. So if yeah, so what I'm saying, yeah, it's a possibility, and if I think Kenny's a good target if it's not you.
What are you talking about? So anyway, let me go through all the information, and this is the point in the game where people need to bring out roles. This is where people need to bring out roles, and I'm going to help people, and I'm going to start doing some stuff.
I'll
Hey,
share my-
Yahoo, if your role is what I think it is, based on what Adele told me, which you never actually confirmed with him, but he's confirmed with me because he's the washerwoman.
Is this a
You need to be
question?
very
Because you just
clear.
stopped talking there in the middle of yeah.
The first thing is, did you ever confirm your role to Adele?
Yeah.
Adele, did he actually confirm it to you?
Define how he
Yeah,
would
what do you
confirm
mean
the role.
confirm? Like they
Physically
told
tell
him.
you the name. Did he actually physically tell you the name of the role? That you
Technically, I said it before you did.
Oh, well, see, I don't actually know who said it first. I believe I said it first, actually. I believe I did. I could be wrong. The thing is, I recorded it. We can look up later.
Okay, I trust you more now at Yahoo. Now that you said that, Mike,
All right,
do you
well,
want to tell everyone your role and what you saw now? Because you have a top 4 role. Explain it all.
Yeah, I told you in the first night. That's why I was like, why are you freaking throwing me under the bus?
It happens.
So what is the
It happens, Mike. Because you could be a bluff roll.
You said it out loud too, Mike. did.
What
I
is
think
the
everybody
information?
knows.
Yeah,
I don't know.
the very first day, you're like, oh, if you're in the top 4 role, you should come out. I'm like, okay, I'll come out. And then you're like, wait, don't. So anyway,
That's only
yeah.
because your
So
information.
I'm the librarian, and I pointed to Tommy and to Jason on the first day, and he said one of them was a recluse, and then Tommy came out and said he was recluse. So
Okay,
unless
so
I was
Mike
drunk or poisoned, you know,
So Mike is lying. Mike is lying, and here's why Mike is lying. For those who are new, the librarian doesn't get to pick 2 people. They're told 2 people and told a role. So Mike lied. So therefore, Mike is not the librarian. He's lying. So I nominate Mike right now.
No, that's not what Sam did. I said
That's how the librarian works, Mike. You don't pick 2 people. You're told 2 people.
Okay,
that's true.
So
all right, Jason nominates Mike. I'm going to mute everybody.
You're wrong. You're wrong, dude. I said
All All right, Jason, you're going to mute yourself and state your case.
Okay, so I nominate Mike because the librarian is told 2 people. They don't get to pick the 2 people. They're told 2 people, and they're told one of them is an outsider. The fact that Mike is claiming that he got to pick 2 people and find out an outsider means that Mike is lying, which means he's not the librarian. It doesn't matter which evil guy he is. He's lying and he's an evil guy. So everyone who's good needs to vote on Mike at this point.
No, so you're wrong. I said Tommy and I said Jason and Sam said Recluse. So I named 2 people. He said the name Recluse. I mean, that's what happened the first night. So
I know
don't know
if you're lying because that's not the way the role works. You're lying.
Sam is trying to keep a poker face.
I'm telling you what happened between me and Sam. So I don't know if I screwed up or Sam screwed up, but I said Tommy and I said Jason and Sam.
If Sam screwed up, he would say so.
If Sam
but he's quiet.
For those of us that are new, can anyone confirm, or can we go to Sam at least and say, how does the role work?
It's like how Jason said.
It's like how Jason says.
How the role works. You could ask Sam how the role works.
And the other
librarian, you start knowing that one of 2 players is a particular outsider, or that 0 is in play. So they would learn 2 players and know that one of them is a particular outsider role.
And the other problem with what
and
Mike
I
is,
said I want to know Tommy and I want to know Jason.
And
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. That's what I said. It doesn't matter because that's what I said when I walked in. We got in the room and Sam came in, I said I want to know Tommy and Jason, and he said Recluse, and then he left the room. That's all I know. So now whether he was telling me about you 2, I don't know. But I said he told me Recluse.
Mike, you could keep going on with the act, but the librarian doesn't work that way. You could keep saying you asked for 2 people. It doesn't work that way. He gives you 2 names.
Well, there's additional problems, but I won't get to say them. So I just know that I also have problems with what Mike is saying.
Anyway,
okay. There's additional problems.
And if we don't get at least 4, some of the dead people need to vote on this who are good dead people.
I will vote if we don't get 4.
All right. And as a reminder, if you're dead, you only get 1 vote the rest of the game. So that'll be the only time that I won't count a
Maya vote, please. Yes.
Yeah, Maya vote. We've got to.
Because I know you're good. You're the only one I know is confirmed good.
So Jason has 4 votes. So there needs to beat 4 votes in order to put somebody new on the chopping block. So we're starting with Ryan and 3.
Who has 4 votes? Somebody had 4 votes?
Jason.
Okay.
Jason.
Kenny, can you vote also? Kenny, can you vote also? I'm asking you now, Kenny, can you vote also before it gets to you, just in case a Yahoo is bad and pulls his vote?
I'm not going to pull my vote.
Kenny, can you vote? If you don't vote, then we're assuming you're on Mike's side. Thank you.
It's still a Yahoo.
Really?
I was voting. It wasn't up to me yet.
Yes.
Well,
no, you can vote before it's to you.
That is 6 votes. That is enough. Mike is on the chopping block. Is there any other nominations?
Before we go to sleep, does anyone think they were poisoned on day 1, on the very first day? Like someone's information doesn't. Well, you could know when you get other people's information and you add it up together.
Yeah,
you can find out where was the misinformation.
Or if
I think
something
someone has to have been poisoned.
Somebody says conflicts with them.
Well, if no one,
well, they might know.
It doesn't add up if someone wasn't poisoned.
Well, because sometimes like the Ravenkeeper could be poisoned. That doesn't matter, right? Because they didn't die. So
right, I'm going to count down from 10.
Or one of the top 4 roles.
You going to use your power, Jason?
No.
Okay.
I nominate Ryan just to have some more time to talk.
All right, Alex nominates.
No, I'm not going to vote for you.
That's a fair assessment because nobody's going to vote on her. So,
I've also heard suspicion on Jason. So one of the things that could happen in the future is if we got rid of Maya in the future, I could check Jason, but just to have it out there. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, Maya, your defense.
I'm the virgin.
We know.
I do
We
think
know.
Anybody else want to chime in?
If you do something, you should do it in case you die. I mean, you might as well.
No, he's not gonna die. Mike is dying.
What is?
No. In case he dies that night. That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
Since you came out and said
why
you
he
had
didn't
something.
use it on Mike if he was so sure about it.
Because he's not sure that he's the demon.
Does anyone know what the power was that Jason said I can use and it will prove something?
Yes.
Yeah.
What is that for us?
Don't say.
I cannot say it.
We can.
All right.
I don't want to say him.
Talk to
All right, we're going to
Better-
start this vote.
Mean.
It's going to start with Adele. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. That's probably right number, Sam. I think the number
Penny, if
is
you
6.
look at the roles and what they do, you'll be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, that was pretty obvious what was said. However, it's not going to get enough votes apparently.
There is.
Mike is actually going to kill her.
Wow. Mike's like, die!
Messed up, Mike.
Yeah. Okay. This makes
not
sense.
voting. I
One
cannot
vote
vote
is
that.
not enough.
Maya voted for herself.
Maya tried to kill herself. Isn't that
She's the
questionable?
suicidal version. You're so distressed I'm being nominated.
So wait, since we have more time, hang on. I might do something right now, Sam, before we go to bed.
I got the second wrong information that I was mentioning
use my
about the
power now
librarian.
before we go to bed on another person that's not Mike, and I feel like this is. I don't know if this is a good move or not, but based on what everyone's
Go ahead, yeah.
I think it's the right time.
I think it's the right time. The question is, who do we suspect more, Alex or Kenny? I'm asking you guys.
I would say Kenny definitely. Because
Okay, so look, Jason, I suspect Alex more, but just because of how the roles work, I think it's better on Kenny.
Okay, I'm the Slayer. I'm going to shoot my thing now. I'm going to shoot Kenny.
I would have shot.
All right. Jason is claiming Slayer.
Of course you would, Chris.
He's attacking Kenny. Jason shoots. Nothing happens.
Okay.
So that means that he's either not the Slayer, or
he's faking the Slayer.
Or
knew
Penny
it. I
is
knew
not
it.
the demon. That's the two options, everybody.
He's faking the Slayer.
Or both.
I told you guys.
Or
Oh,
both.
yeah, both.
Or both.
Okay.
Mike, I told you I was a Slayer on turn 2.
You're so bad, man. Please kill him tomorrow.
All
guys.
right.
Please kill
Time
him.
is up. Mike has been executed. Mike is dead.
Bye-bye.
And we go on to the night phase.
No, I'm staying around because we're probably going to do another game after.
yeah, he is.
Okay, good.
Host is inviting you to.
I would have shot at Yahoo still.
Really?
Just
Get
to
out of
be
here.
safe, I need to confirm.
Man.
Okay. So, Jason claimed that he was the Slayer. The Slayer, once per game, gets to publicly choose a player. If they are the demon, they die. So, if Jason was the Slayer, and Jason wasn't drunk, and Kenny was the demon, which is a lot of ifs, then we would have won. But he did not die. So either Jason was not the Slayer, possibly a minion, pretending to be the Slayer. And then Mike started to be suspicious. He did explain the role wrong. The Librarian starts knowing that one of two players is a particular outsider. So the thing that is specific is the outsider role. The way that Mike was explaining it, you just pick two people, and it's very likely neither of them would be the outsider. And that's what he thought, is that he thought he'd be told that those two players were not outsiders. So Mike is definitely bad. But he died, and the game didn't end. So we have to roll down. So we got one of the bad players. So still alive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 players, 2 bad people. It could be Jason. Pretty sure Mike is bad. And Mike was gunning for Jason, which I think confirms Jason. So Alex was basically claiming Empath. He was saying if we killed Maya, that he would be able to check Jason. Maybe I need to talk to Alex. I already talked to Ryan. He did not claim a role. I'm not going to die at night. Which means that either we have a spy, or I've talked to a bad player, which I did talk to Mike. Did I tell Mike? No. We're all here.
All right. During the night, Kenny has died.
That's weird.
That's totally weird.
That's really good. That confirms Jason for me.
All right, and the breakout rooms are open. I'm trying
Okay,
to do it a little shorter.
Am I allowed to give out information now? Even though
You're always allowed to give out information.
You don't have to, Kenny. If it's giving out your role,
Kenny, you want to talk in private and give out your
I
information?
want to talk with Kenny, Chris, Adele, and Jed all at once, and Cynthia and Maya. That's why I want to
I
talk.
would just give out some information to everybody since I'm dead, but if you guys want to go to breakout rooms instead, it's up to you.
It's better to go to a breakout room.
It's better breakout room. Better breakout room.
I want to talk with Cynthia, Maya, Kenny, Chris, Adele, and Jed. I'd like to have a group.
All right, well, Ryan wasn't on that list, so I would like to talk to Ryan.
In your room?
Your place.
My room. My room.
Okay.
So
My place?
Like to come to my room.
I'll talk to you. Yep, I'll go to you.
Okay. So, what do you make of what's happening?
I don't. So Adele said, "Oh, that makes me trust Jason more." I don't know why it would, because
Well, he did use the role. If he was the Slayer, I feel like he would have used it, and he now has.
Yeah, he used the role, but I'm just saying, like, just because he used it doesn't, and then Kenny died doesn't make me.
Yeah, how does Kenny dying help anything?
Yeah, it doesn't. So. Yeah.
Well, so here, I believe that my role has leaked and that I'm not going to die, so I'm just going to share my role because I feel like information's good at this point.
I can't believe he leaked it yesterday, and then that you still lived.
Who did I leak it to?
Oh no, Jason hinted at it very strongly in the open session. I didn't know you were, but I knew you were at the end of that. You're the Undertaker, I'm assuming.
No, does Jason think I'm the Undertaker?
Oh, I thought so because it sounded like he was trying to say like, oh, you knew what Adele was when he died. That's what I thought he was.
So my thought is that what I am has already gotten out, and so I don't have to worry about that anymore because I'm never going to die at night because I am the Ravenkeeper.
Okay, I had no clue who you were. I thought you were Undertaker after the middle, the day session. Yeah.
So it is possible that Chris told Jason to allude to that so that I would be killed by the demon because I want to die, but I'm not. And I think it's too late because I think that Bad already knows. However, I don't know who Bad is. So what do you think about Mike? Was Mike bad? Seemed like that was a mistake to me.
So either Mike was bad or Jason was bad. It can't be both. So We
Well, so
obviously
that's,
haven't
but
found
no,
him.
so let's think about Mike based on the information, which the information is that he claimed that he pointed to these two people, and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not how the roll works. And the
Yeah, no,
only
that-
reason that he would be confused about that is if it's a bluff roll and he was
You're right.
reading the words and just misunderstood it.
No,
That means
you're
he's
right,
bad,
100.
which means Jason's good.
You're right, 100%. I feel like, yeah, if because Mike is definitely bad. I mean, there's no way that Sam made that mistake.
Well, and no, and then he literally called him out, and then Sam clarified this is how it works. Which instead of that, he would have said, "I'm sorry, guys, I've made a mistake. The game is over."
So you're right. Unless Mike and Jason were playing some crazy thing, we're like, oh yeah, we're both.
That is true. That is true.
Or
They
whatever.
could play a crazy thing.
Then you're right.
Where
Then-
they
then
go
we
at
should
each other
trust
to
Jason.
yeah. Okay.
So if we're trusting Jason and we know Maya's good,
Mm-hmm. You have not given me your role. I mean,
I did. I told you I was the butler.
oh, I have a problem where I have two things, and I have. Let me refresh this and see if it pops
So
up.
I moved my vote to Maya today.
Yeah, that's right. You did claim that. However, it's not showing on my thing. So let me try to get that entered incorrectly.
No worries. So because I know 100% that she's good, I moved my vote to Maya. So I'll be voting however she is. I did want to kind of meet with her and let her know that.
Yeah,
so she knows
if you want to go talk to her, that's fine. I was trying to figure it out. So, like, let's just real quick try to figure out who we're leaning towards before we leave here, and then you can go talk to whoever.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not Jason and it's not you, although I'm not, yeah, I don't know. I guess I would lean towards you or Alex, but only because I don't know.
So Alex basically claimed the empath, did he not?
Yeah, basically, I think so. So.
Okay, no, that doesn't mean he is the empath, but that's what he claimed.
Yeah.
That's the problem with this game is it's wicked confusing because then it's like, okay, so now he's claiming the empath, which really doesn't mean anything because he doesn't even like given his numbers publicly or anything. So let's say that, okay, so if he is the empath, then he's seen 0 the whole game, which is super easy to lie about.
Yep, especially since neither of us have died. So
yeah.
Okay.
So what are we leaning? How many people are alive? Are you even inclined to believe me?
I'm inclined.
There are 5 living people, and if Mike was bad, there are 2 bad people and 3 good people.
I was really suspicious of Jason, and now if I'm not suspicious of Jason, then
it has to be Alex.
It has to be you or Alex.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing is there's probably 2 bad people. I mean, unless we. How many people have we killed?
All but 5 or all but 6?
No, how many people have we, the village, killed?
Oh. We killed Mike.
Because those are the only people that could potentially. Well, so I think Mike was bad, so I'm not really concerned with him.
We killed Mike and Tommy. Isn't that it?
Did we kill Tommy? I think Tommy was killed at night.
No, we killed Tommy.
Oh, that's right. And he was the recluse, so we don't even think.
Killed himself. Kenny died at night. Jed died at night. Chris died at night. Cynthia died at night. So it's just Mike and Tommy.
It is the outlying possibility that Adele was the spy, which would be helpful because then it could just be Alex. However, otherwise, 2 of us are bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I need to try and talk to Maya and let her know.
So do you think maybe it's Alex and Jason?
I don't know. I still want to be suspicious.
Maya can't be bad. I am not bad, and if you're not bad, then it's Jason and Maya.
You mean Jason and Alex?
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. Well, I agree.
I'm going to go talk to somebody else.
Yeah. Okay. I just don't understand how it could be Jason, but it's got to be. I don't know.
Okay. So one more thing. What outsiders are in play? Is it just the recluse and the butler?
I've heard. I think Kenny was the saint, claiming the saint.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to put that in. I don't know why he would. Well, whatever. Okay. Well, let's get out of here.
All right.
Unless one of them were drunk, or the Virgin was drunk or something. Yeah.
Be last call pretty soon for Whispers.
All right, Tommy, let's talk.
All right, sounds good.
My place.
Sure.
So what are your thoughts? There's 5 people here. It seems likely to me that 2 of them are bad. Help me figure it out.
Well, I don't know if I'm suspicious of Jason or if it's just because he always tries to take control of things.
So here's where I'm at. I think Alex is definitely bad. And I think by process of elimination, either Ryan or Jason is bad. What do you think about Ryan?
Well, so I don't know what I think of Ryan. I've really only talked to him once, I think, and he claimed to be the butler.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know whether or not I believe that or not.
Well, I think that it's super obvious that it is Alex, and I'm just gonna say gung ho, let's go after Alex, and then the question is whether or not he's the demon or a minion, and then we have to figure out whether or not it's Jason or Ryan. And I don't. So here's the thing, Jason's role, he literally one time publicly shoots somebody, and he has done that. So he has no information, doesn't do anything else. Ryan literally is claiming, my vote doesn't count because such and such didn't vote. So they're both very bluffable roles. It's not information.
I know Jason does this, but he loves to control the conversation.
Yeah.
When he calls 5 people into a room together to talk, it really makes me suspicious, and then he controls the conversation when we're not in breakout rooms. It really makes me suspicious.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we should
kill. That's also what Jason does, which is why. So
I think we should kill Alex today, but I don't necessarily think that you should waste your vote on it because you only get.
I'm not going to waste my vote, no, unless I get. But yeah.
But I mean, we're coming down to the wire. It's literally today or tomorrow is the end of the game.
Mm-hmm. I'm fine with Alex. I agree. I think.
Well, unless it's Jason and Ryan, that's definitely a possibility too.
That's true.
But no, if it was Jason and Ryan, then Alex would have gotten a 1 from Ryan. So it has to be Alex.
So I really didn't think what I said was really because there wasn't enough.
Whispers are open.
Enough time.
Whispers. Nominations are open, rather.
Have you been getting the same thing?
You should. Never mind. I wish I asked someone else on the breakout room. I don't know if they want to come out to the room.
By the way, so everyone knows there's no Baron. There's not 4 outsiders. Someone lied to me about being an outsider, which is really stupid. There's no drunk. We don't think there's a drunk at this point. Just so everyone knows. So everything I said last turn about there being a drunk and a Yahoo didn't match up and all this.
Well, there could technically still be a drunk if one of the 2 outsiders is lying.
Drunk, but half the stuff that I theorized last time is back because someone lied to me, which was really stupid. But we're going to move on from that.
Okay, so I have been thinking through the puzzle, and I don't think there's any possibility that Alex isn't bad. There's no way that Alex isn't bad, regardless of if he's the demon.
I agree, but I don't know if it's the demon or minion.
Hey, Yahoo, we all agree now. We've all discussed the same thing.
Oh, good. I'm glad that the discussion that happened that I was not part of agreed with what I thought.
Until someone told me that they lied to me about being an outsider, I couldn't trust you until that point. Now I can trust you a lot more.
Lied about being an outsider?
No, someone else did, and it screwed up all the
jerk.
logic.
You lied and made me look bad?
Well,
good for them.
No one does that in this game. What?
Good people shouldn't be lying about their role because it just screws up the good team.
Well,
what?
I'm not against people lying. I don't mind people lying.
Yeah, you gotta have. Sometimes you have to lie. Just.
In fact,
the Yahoo does kill you. Though.
I specifically told the good person that you.
No, I think the main reason was the ability used and all that. I think.
And what's funny is I actually told that good person I actually told someone if you're this role, you might want to find someone who happens to be something like the fortune teller, and you could flip roles with them so you get killed at night instead of during the day. I specifically told that person that early in the game because I was trying to protect the important roles. Anyway.
So are you saying there's not a Baron anymore and we just have 2 outsiders?
I'm saying it's not a Baron and we have 2 outsiders, correct. I'm saying that things have changed, that one of the people who claimed outsider me lied to me for no reason.
That's not good then. Okay.
Now we don't have a Baron, so we're assuming there's a poisoner for sure. I don't believe there's a spy because based on who was killed and what their roles are, I don't believe there's a spy because if there was a spy, there's a certain role that would have been killed very early on. So I'm assuming there's no spy, which means that we have a Scarlet Woman, which means that the evil thing could have bounced.
But where's the misinformation? I don't see the misinformation though for the poisoner.
We don't know what it is yet. We have more turns to figure that out. We can't
Maybe they were
figure it out
poisoning
because we were going
someone who
by the
didn't do
fact that
anything.
there was
They
a
could have.
Baron.
They could have.
That's true.
So
They could have just
picked
been a
the wrong
bad poisoner.
if there's no question that Alex is bad, why wouldn't we just kill Alex today?
No,
I
we
guess
have to
so.
kill Alex. We have to kill Alex this turn. I agree with you, AI, but let's talk through some of the
Okay,
puzzles.
I don't mind talking. I'm just, yeah, that's fine.
Oh yeah, Alex is the one we have to kill. There's no doubt.
Cool.
But the
I think it's. I don't know how to say it without giving too much information, but I think actually Ryan is the better kill.
I could go there.
Because of the pairs.
I don't want to kill Ryan today. Are you saying kill him today?
Yeah, actually, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so is it fine if I come out with the chef information? I think it's fine, right? Okay, so there's 2 pairs, right?
Okay.
Or 3 in a row.
Yes, I know. So it's either, okay, so these are the theories. Either Mike, Ryan, Alex, or it's Mike and Ryan and some other 2 people. It cannot be Alex and Mike, right? That's impossible. So it's either Mike, Ryan, Alex, or Mike, Ryan, and another 2 person.
Or Tommy and Jason.
So then it's Tommy and Jason. It's either Mike and Ryan, Tommy and Jason, or Mike, Ryan, Alex. So if we kill...
Who's the other outsider then? If it's not me. I'm the butler.
Drunk. It could be drunk.
I already named the other outsider.
You're the clue.
No.
I know you're the
He
clue.
means the second.
Baron.
It could be a drunk.
You're saying you're the Baron?
No, sorry. I'm the
That
butler.
is weird.
Okay, Ryan is evil too. It's Ryan, it is Ryan and Alex.
No, there's obviously not a Baron. I was saying I'm the butler.
We're saying it's a possibility that it's Jason.
There's a possibility that the chef was poisoned.
Half my vote, by the way.
So we're saying it's possible.
It is possible that the chef was poisoned, but I don't think so. Actually, I really don't think so.
The way that it makes sense to me is that Alex is definitely bad, and the only other possibility is Ryan or Jason, and I don't know which.
If Alex is bad, then Ryan's bad because the chef
Yeah, it has to.
Well,
If
and I
Alex
have
is
not
bad,
been
then
told
Ryan is
that
bad.
information until now, so like I have to process that information. But what I'm saying is, and we agree to an extent, so let's just be happy about the part we agree on, and yeah.
Fine, then Alex is still the best kill, I think. I think Alex is still the best kill.
I think it's Jason.
Why?
Yeah, Jason. Why are you sitting next to Tommy, Jason?
Yeah.
Because that's where I got seated. It's not like I sat there on purpose.
I know, but it's making you so suspicious.
Dude,
I don't want to be suspicious.
Who was the one who suggested the recluse come out?
That was Jason.
There was a few people.
I was part of it.
I suggested.
Yeah, there was a few
By the
people.
way,
I wouldn't have
it's
done it if
been
just one person did it.
Well, so I also want to say that I'm out on not come to me at all with any more information.
Because I couldn't find anyone that was worth protecting.
You didn't even have any suspicions?
The whole point is you need to have someone that you could protect that had a good role. The one person with a good role lied to me and said they were an outsider.
Yeah, but you must have had some suspicions. You're a really good player, so if you were good, you would have had a lot of suspicions and a lot of ideas of somebody I could have saved.
Anyway, Cynthia, let me explain to you. I spent 10 minutes with all the new players trying to guide them through the game, so I haven't had time to talk to everyone. I finally started talking to everyone, and as you can see, I'm puzzling. I spent half the turn with you trying to explain to you everything. I spent half the turn with Kenny for a turn, 2 turns with Kenny. I spent time with Tommy trying to explain. I tried to explain to all the new people what's going on and how you use your different roles and how things work to try to help our team. And then I finally got to start talking. You notice now I'm like grabbing people going, we all need to talk together because now I know who's good and who I can trust. And now we're putting big circles together where we actually could discuss the info. And that's why I brought you back into the fold. Last turn I would have brought you in. You didn't ask. If you would have said, I want to go with all the other dead people, I would have said, come in the room last turn. And you could have been in there last turn. It wasn't like I excluded you on purpose.
I'll need a nomination soon.
I already knew your role, so I was like, well, there's no reason to ask you. I didn't know their
It
role.
still sounds really suspicious to me.
So Cynthia,
Adele, you're kind of right. I think Ryan might be the better kill out of Alex.
I
and
think
Ryan
so,
because of the pair.
The problem is,
Cynthia, you said, well, I'm trying to understand. So are we saying we think Mike, Ryan, and Alex are bad? And Jason?
No, it can't be all 4. It's either Mike, Ryan, Alex, Tommy, or Mike, Ryan, Alex. Wait, what am I saying? Mike, Ryan, Jason, Tommy, or Mike, Ryan, Alex.
So if it was Mike, Ryan, and Jason, then how do we get 2? Because
Tommy is the recluse.
Yeah.
Oh, and the recluse checks. Yes, got it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Does the recluse? Well, that would be up to the moderator whether or not it did for that one.
Yeah,
So
but it's
assuming
likely.
Adele-
It is very likely.
Yahoo, assuming Adele wasn't poisoned, which we still don't know if there's a poisoner or not, which I believe there is now. Now that someone who told me that they were an outsider isn't, I believe there's a poisoner. So the question is, was Adele poisoned on turn 1? And if he was, then theoretically you're a suspect, but I don't know. And this is why I want to puzzle it out, but I couldn't puzzle it out.
But the thing is, even if Ayahu's suspect, he's not the demon, therefore Ryan is the best kill. Because then it would be Ayahu, Mike, Ryan. And that's what I'm saying. I think Ryan is the best kill.
Fine with puzzling it out, Jason. However, part of puzzling it out is going to be having you as a suspect, just so you know. That's how
I know
the terms work
I
for me.
know that. I 100% know that I'm going to be one of the suspects for puzzling it out. I don't think I'm the best kill this turn. And unfortunately, I have a feeling I'm going to survive because no one's going to kill me, because if I get killed, then I'm not a suspect anymore, and it makes it more obvious.
So do people feel that Mike was bad? Like he claimed bad information.
No, for sure. The information was wrong. You cannot choose.
And I felt like Alex was definitely bad. But what we're saying here is that if Jason... So do you think it's Mike, Ryan, and Alex?
Oh, hold on.
That's what I believe.
Why is Ayahu not a suspect?
I want to.
He cannot be the demon because of information from the...
Do you think I was...
Unless they were poisoned or drunk.
I think it's Mike, Ryan, and Alex.
No. Okay, so look. The fortune teller got no on Ayahu on the first day, and I got Ayahu as a townsfolk, because I'm the washerwoman, on the first day as well. We cannot both be poisoned, right? It's impossible. So either I was poisoned and he was a minion because fortune teller got no, or the fortune teller was poisoned and I wasn't poisoned, therefore he's a townsfolk. So he's either a minion or a townsfolk. He cannot be a demon.
Well, and the other thing is that you
would need a nomination in about a minute.
So in that case, then Ryan is the best kill for this turn.
That's why I'm saying Ryan is the best kill, just because of how it works.
I would go either way. Ryan. Oh, I think Alex is the better kill, because I feel that there's no possibility that.
Hey, Adele.
It's better if you know you're good, Ayahu, but because we don't know. All right.
Ayahu,
what
if you kill Alex, then that takes me out of the suspect list, and I don't mind still being in the suspect list.
Adele.
Kill Alex, is saying that
Don't forget that the other one cleared with Ayahu on the first day by the fortune teller was also Mike.
Yeah, but we know for sure he wasn't the demon. He was a minion.
Mike wasn't the demon.
So it's fine. Yeah, it adds up.
So yeah, Ryan's the one we have to kill in order to get the puzzle more solved. Ryan's the one who makes the most sense, because Ryan has to be suspect either way.
Yeah. Let's go Ryan. Let's just go Ryan.
I'm trying to figure out. It's got to be.
There's another reason. I just don't want to mention it yet, but there's even another reason.
No, I know what it is, Adele.
Yeah,
I'm not mentioning it either for the same reason.
Yeah.
Their nomination.
Who wants to do it? Do you think it's better, Ryan, because of obvious reasons?
Well, I thought it was Alex was the better call, but I like the way the group think is going. I'm fine with killing Ryan.
Well,
it seems like the group.
It's because of the chef info. So if you think Alex is bad, then Ryan's bad too.
Yeah.
If you think Alex is bad, Ryan has to be bad.
Yeah.
Because the chef getting a 2 means that there's 2 pairs.
Yeah. So I don't know why you were asking me what I think is the better. I think Ryan is an excellent nomination. So I'm just going to nominate Ryan and.
Okay.
Yahoo nominates Ryan. Yahoo, state your case.
Well, I think it's definitely Alex, and I think that Ryan is a very logical possibility because of lots of things that have been said, and lots of people are going to vote for him. So I don't really feel that I need to make a big case. And so I'm sorry, Ryan. I didn't want you to be bad, but you are.
So, yeah. For my defense, I don't understand how the whole 2 pairs thing will work if I'm good. If Ayahu's been confirmed good, then the only thing that makes sense to me is...
Oh, he's not confirmed good. He's confirmed not demon.
Okay, if he's... Okay, so... Okay. So yeah, I guess it could still be Alex or Jason then, which I think this leaves it so you kind of have a 50-50 on the last day.
That's exactly...
is that why we want to kill Ryan, so that I can squeak out and not win? Is that what it is? Because you thought it might still be me.
No. If we kill Ryan, it confirms that it's not you.
Oh, good. Well, then let's go Ryan.
I will tell you from my notes, I think it's virtually impossible for Ryan to be the imp. He could be a demon, but
That's
I don't
fine.
think
We're
he would
gonna
be
have
the imp.
We'll have another
Minion, not demon.
Minion. But
Is it though? Because we don't know who was poisoned on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, Kenny.
Well, that's what we got to figure out. That's why we'll have a whole
That's the thing I cannot find out.
I'm going to start.
Possible the chef was poisoned.
I'm going to start the vote.
Let me
I'm going to start the vote. It's going to start on Alex. We need 3 votes in order to kill. Starting in 3, to 1.
Also, Cynthia, did any of your protections misfire or no?
No, I don't think so. I
You
didn't
just
save
never
anybody.
targeted. Yeah.
You know,
we just don't have information to find out who was poisoned.
I feel like either Jason's leading a
we
whole
should
bunch
have just
of
killed
new players,
Jason and Alex
blind.
with the information we had.
All right, it's 3 votes. That is enough.
That's pretty confirmed, right?
Did
It's one of
Ryan
those
get a
two?
defense?
No, it's not, Chris. It's not.
It's not confirmed that it's one
Not
of those
really.
two for sure.
I mean,
I was
wait.
you
Unless he
were
got
voting for
poisoned.
me.
If Alex didn't have to be Ryan, you do understand. If you're saying Alex is bad, Ryan has to be bad too.
Yeah, it has to. It has to. Unless
Because Mike is bad.
Unless the
Chris was
chef's
poisoned.
information is wrong, and I
Unless
don't know.
Chris was the one poisoned. No, Chris cannot be poisoned because
Chris can't be
reasons.
on the first
Because
turn. I can be
reasons.
poisoned.
So this is the only thing that makes sense right now, and then we just try to puzzle it out in one more turn, and we.
Are there any more nominations?
Puzzle it out.
The only thing is, if you kill a townsfolk today, that's bad. So I'm just checking the logic on what the chef has said.
Based on the chef logic, Ryan's the only logical kill because it's
Yeah,
It was a pair no matter what.
If we lose this game, I know who to blame, but I'm not going to say it now. There's definitely someone to blame.
It's got to be Jason and Ayahu are both evil because I'm not evil. I'm the butler. I've been voting with Adele the first 2 days, Jason the next 2, Maya today. That's the only thing that makes sense, except because it can't be Alex if I'm good.
You didn't just vote to kill
Ryan
yourself.
to be the imp.
I don't have to vote to kill myself. I can only vote if you say yes. I have the option to vote. That doesn't mean I have to vote. And so I'm definitely not going to vote to kill myself.
No, I'm more on the Ryan train now because if he's pointing at just me and Yahoo, that puts me more on the Ryan
countdown.
I think Jason's leading you guys all you new players that have he's just trying to help you out and just leading you on.
I'm telling you, for Ryan to be the imp,
We'll lose a lot of new players.
We're not saying the imp, Penny. We're just saying bad. We're not saying the imp. We're saying bad.
So why don't you go for someone you think is?
All right, I didn't hear any more nominations, so Ryan has been killed, and the day continues. So I'll open up the rooms, and everybody can go to sleep.
I get what you're.
Well, certainly hope.
How am I going to survive? If I'm not like
What are you doing here, dude?
Oh, wrong room.
Get
My
out
bad.
of here.
It just took me to the wrong place.
You imp. So, if Ryan was bad, then Alex is bad, and Alex is the demon. But so I believe Maya, have to. I believe myself, have to. So at this point, well, it could still be Jason and Alex, in which case we've definitely lost. Except I don't think all the math follows that. So let's just follow the math of if it was. Well, I'm going definitely that Mike was bad. So let's follow the logic if they were bad. So the person was given 2. Chef was given 2. But I don't even know who the chef was or if they were poisoned. So that's a problem. But that would be a 1, not a 2. This could be a 2. That's crap. It could be Jason and Tommy the Recluse that's registering as... So let's look at the chef. Chef gets information one time. If it's Jason and Tommy and Mike and Ryan, that would be 2. Okay, so let's look at the other possibilities. So basically what it comes down to at this point is it is Alex or Jason. Assuming that Chef had good information. I don't even know who Chef was. Alex was saying to kill the virgin so that we... Oh, and you see, that's the thing, is he's not the empath. That's why he didn't know that Ryan. So, like, what possible scenarios are there? So there's 3 bad people. If it's breakout rooms are ending, I can't figure this out.
Waiting on Chris again.
Only one person I don't want to die, but if they die, that sucks.
There's one person that I'm hoping is the one who died because I think it'll be the best for us, and you know.
And any of the 3 others are good to me, to be honest.
You know.
As long as it's not.
I know. Trust me, I know.
I know who it is.
Yeah.
But I was hoping that a certain person died because it would be the best for us. But you know, who knows?
Well,
Right,
I know that it's
back. Good morning, everybody. Maya has died in the night.
only
possible. That's the worst one. That's the worst.
That was the only way
That's
it
the
could have
one I was
gone.
afraid of.
So, now I don't know who I trust more, and I knew that would happen.
So to be clear,
So
if there's an execution today, that'll be the last day. If
If
there's
only
no
you didn't lie to
execution,
me,
it'll
Kenny.
probably still be the last day.
If only you didn't lie to me.
Adele, can I talk
Remember
to you?
when I couldn't decide if I was going to shoot you or Alex?
There's no
I would
whisper.
have shot Alex
Oh
instead of you
Well,
if you didn't lie
there
to
can
me.
be. If I allow us whispers, they'll be very brief.
Hey, I'm saying I'm the empath, and now I get a 1.
I'll open the rooms and people want to talk to
Yeah, you
Kim.
get
I'm
a
going to make
one.
it
Of
just a
course.
few minutes.
Of
I
course you
can't
get a
figure
1
out the
now.
Maya,
logic.
do you mind?
Adele, let me talk to you.
Oh, there is
You get a
whispers.
one.
Whispers?
Good.
Yeah,
At
they'll
least
be.
I'm off
I
the
won't keep them
suspect
open very
list.
I'll
long.
talk to.
At least
I'll
now I'm
talk.
off the suspect list. Now do you guys believe me? Alex just said he's the empath that got a 1, so it's either him or Yahoo. Do you guys understand why I'm off the suspect list? Thank you.
No, we
No,
never
no,
believe
We
you.
don't, because Maya just died.
I don't
Miss Lance.
understand, but I don't have all the info that everybody else does. So,
All right,
so
Adele
I'll let
or
you
Chris?
discuss it. I'm
No,
going to go
because
hit the
Ryan
booth.
died. It's because Ryan died that he's saying he got a 1 for you, Yahoo.
Yeah, but Maya
No,
also
but he's
died.
Maya
Yeah.
died, and he's claiming the 1 for you, which is what he was saying before. And I think he's bad,
Well,
and it
we
checks
don't
out.
know
So if the
who he's
if,
getting the 1 for.
I think he's bad too. Hey, Yahoo, do you want to talk in private? Just me
Yeah,
and you
let's
for a
do that.
second?
I'll give
Okay,
it
I'll
about
go to your
3-ish
room.
minutes.
okay,
You want to talk with me,
my
Yahoo?
place.
I'll go to your room, Yahoo. Just tell me your role so I could make sure that I trust you. Just tell me
So
it
I'm
straight
the
up.
Ravenkeeper. I wanted to die at night. I didn't
I
want to
was
give my
hoping you died.
what?
Okay, by the way, it was freaking Kenny who lied to me and said he was a saint. Remember when I'm like, who do I shoot, Kenny or Alex? Who do I shoot, Kenny or Alex? It's because he lied about the saint and screwed up all our information. He's like, well, I didn't trust you. I was a fortune teller. I'm like, then you're an idiot. It's Alex. It's Alex. We have to kill Alex. And I'm with you, and we'll kill Alex.
Well,
But
here's
if
the thing.
I
So
would have shot Alex 3 turns ago. I would have freaking shot him 3 turns ago.
I don't know when it was that I knew that Alex was bad. I definitely, you have not been off of my radar, and even to this moment, you're not 100%. But I definitely, so last turn, I definitely thought there was no way that Alex wasn't bad. So I'm just going to go with that because that's the thing that makes the most sense. But here's the thing: Alex was claiming the empath to point at you before because he said if we kill Maya, then I can tell if Jason's bad, and I know for a fact that he would have said that you were bad because if he's bad, then. Well,
did he actually say if we kill Maya, we'll okay, yeah, then he's bad. He's bad. If he said
that was what he said before because he wanted to kill Maya so that he could use his empath ability on you.
Then he's bad. He's lying and he's bad.
Yeah, well, I'm fine with that. There are other possibilities, but that's the thing that's made the most sense for the most of the game. So I'm fine with that.
I've been trying to help the good team, and Kenny lied to me and said he was the same. He was the freaking fortune
teller.
So
what is Kenny?
He's the fortune teller, and he's an idiot because the only reason I shot him, I'm like, who do I shoot, Kenny or Alex? Which one do you guys think is better? And I shot freaking Kenny because he fucking lied to me and said he was the same, which totally made the information whacked.
We don't need to call him an idiot. He's just playing his game, and he didn't play it the way you
No, he didn't understand. He goes, well, I thought you were trying to steal the role because you were evil, so I lied to you. And I'm like, you don't do that if you're a good player. And I wasn't asking for the role. I just said, are you important? I'll get the monk to protect you because I knew Sid was the monk. And the reason she doesn't trust me is because she's like, well, you never sent anyone to me. I'm like, because I couldn't find anyone who was worth protecting. I'm like, they don't understand enough of the game to understand that.
It is a game of misdirection and lying, and he thought you were bad, which I have thought that for a large portion of the game, so I can't fault him.
Well, we haven't talked, and the only reason I thought you were bad is because when he said he was a saint, I'm like, there's a drunk. I'm like, Adele, are you sure that you actually saw him at the Washerwoman and Yahoo at the Ravenkeeper? That's why I thought you were bad, and that's why I pointed you that turn. But that's when Kenny lied to me, because he's an idiot. All he did was screw us up for 2 turns.
Well, I can't claim to have the puzzle solved 100%, but I think that the thing I'm the most convinced is that Alex is bad, and it looks like our time is up.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I think it's the most sense.
Well, and because the other possibility is that it's you, and if it's you, then congratulations.
It's not me.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, I'm not going to gun for you, so don't even worry about that.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, bye.
Yep.
Or at least of the official ones. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
I should get the Kickstarter version of this sometime in 2025, I think.
Hey, Jed. One of my objectives is to have everything figured out, and I don't know your role. You're dead. I think you were good. Why don't you tell us your role publicly so I can fill in my thing?
He's the Undertaker. I'll just tell
Undertaker.
you. He's the Undertaker. The only person you got to check is Tommy. If that fills in your stuff more. If only Kenny didn't lie to me, we would have had this solved a long time ago.
Oh, it's Kenny.
Kenny, you could unturn your mic. If you didn't lie to me, we would have had this solved a long time ago, but you lied to me, which is what screwed us all up, just so you know.
What I meant to what I forgot to mention is that not only did it confirm the chef, but it confirmed the Slayer in a way, by the way, just saying.
I know it. I know I'm confirmed it's a Slayer, Adele, for multiple reasons. But I wish that you wouldn't have lied to me, because remember I said at the time, I said,
didn't lie.
Who do I? No, I'm talking.
No, he's talking about me.
He's talking about Kenny.
And I asked Adele.
He's not leaving you.
Trying to find out if I'm in.
Jason.
I'm trying to explain to you. So remember when I said to Adele that turn, I said, I'm going to use my power. Who do I shoot, Kenny or Alex? The only reason I shot you is because I knew you were lying about the Saint. The problem is I didn't know you were lying because you were a good guy, because good guys don't lie usually. That's the reason I shot you, in case you're wondering.
If Ryan is evil, one of us has to be drunk.
Yeah, Jason, that's so nice of you to say to Kenny, man. You're such a nice guy.
That's the thing.
All right, so for tonight's nomination,
I am 100% the Baron.
Monk.
I'm sorry, the Butler.
You're the Baron again.
Okay, what's up?
Just go with it.
You can ignore Ryan at this point.
Hold on. I get those confused all the time because they both start with a B. I 100% promise you I'm not the Baron. I am the Butler. There's no other outsiders besides me and the Recluse. So that means it has to be a Yahoo or Jason.
Wow.
It's still 50%.
No, it cannot be a Yahoo because my information and Kenny's cannot both
work.
be wrong on the first day.
And me and Jason just met and had a powwow, and we shook each other's hand and agreed to kill Alex.
No, but it has to be Alex, I think.
It has to be Alex. I wish I would have shot Alex, but Kenny lied to me and made me shoot him because he lied about being the Saint.
You could have just shot Alex.
I wish you would have tried to shoot me. That would have cleared things up beautifully.
And I said, which one do I shoot? And we said, let's shoot Kenny.
Can't we allow him to have another shot?
Yeah, unfortunately, I only get one, and I used it.
If it's not Alex, I blame Nam, honestly.
Why Nam?
You'll know why. When the game ends, I'll tell you why.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Okay. I don't, but we'll figure it out.
See, even Nam doesn't understand that.
I don't have the logic to figure out.
Leave me out of it.
I don't have all the information. That's.
It has to be Alex.
It has to
can't be Jason.
At this point.
How can
It can't be a Yahoo. It's either Jason or Alex. But
how can it not be Jason?
It could be Jason.
It could be Jason. It's just
player ability that didn't work. He's been.
Everyone likes to claim things that clear him. They only
okay, Ryan.
Give it a lead in that direction.
Okay, so since both Alex and Ryan are arguing against me, Ryan, if it's me, then you're bad also. And if you were bad, you wouldn't be arguing against me, Ryan. Therefore, it's not me.
Oh, Jason.
The logic of it. That's the straight logic.
Okay, Alex,
the
nominate
logic
Jason.
from your point of view, if you're telling the truth.
So Alex, nominate me if you really
nominate Jason.
Nominate me.
Do we nominate today or just vote?
No, we have to nominate. This is the last turn. What are you talking about, Alex?
We do need nominations.
I thought that there was a way where just the three of us each voted.
No.
That's werewolf.
Nominate Jason.
Each of us say who we're voting for. Is that
no.
Nominations work as usual.
Werewolf.
Usual. Okay, I'll
It's
nominate Jason.
It's okay. We don't need to tell everyone how dumb they are.
A Yahoo could be the
Oh,
spy.
Jason loves to do
Okay.
that.
Alex nominates Jason. Alex, what's your reasoning?
Just because I don't understand the logic of what's going on, Jason's trying to control things, so therefore it's more likely that him than Yahoo.
Chris, you with me?
Right?
I don't
Jason?
know.
I don't know, but I don't want to lose to Jason again. I've got a salty taste in my mouth.
Chris, I'm not bad. Anyway, I am the Slayer, like I've said all game. Again, if Kenny didn't lie to me, I would have shot Alex, which is what I wanted to do in the first place. But because Kenny lied and said he was a saint, which he admitted in a room with a bunch of people that he lied to me because he didn't trust me for some reason. Because I said, do you have a role that gets information? If you do, I can protect you because I know who the monk is. And that's the reason I never came to you, Cynthia, with Kenny, is because he lied to me when he was the fortune teller and lied and instead told me he was a saint. So I'm like, well, there's no reason to protect the saint. In fact, did I not, Kenny, you could tell everyone this publicly. Did I not say, as a saint, you want to find the fortune teller and flip roles and pretend you're the fortune teller so you get killed tonight? Did I or did I not say that?
He did tell me that on the next night.
I was trying to give you as much strategy as possible based on your saint role, which is what you told me you were. I was trying to help you, and I was trying to help the fortune teller in the process by protecting the fortune teller. So I was doing everything that I could for the good team, even though you guys think that it's weird what I did everything possible for the good team to all the new players, and I tried to help them through. Of course, if I knew you were the fortune teller, I would have said, just shut up and don't say anything and hide out. And I would have pointed you.
Unless you were the imp, and then you would have killed me that night.
But again, I would have pointed you right to Cynthia and said, go talk to Cynthia, she'll protect you. And I would have pointed to her, and you two could have talked without me even being in the middle. And then you would have said, I'm the fortune teller. I heard Jason said you could protect me. And she would have said, I'm the monk. I can protect you.
Let me just ask the group this. If someone came to you on the first night, would you tell them you're the fortune teller?
No.
I didn't ask for the fortune teller. I said, do you get information? Tell the truth. Did I say, do you get information?
No, you wanted to know if I was a role that got a lot of information. Did I get information every night?
But again, there's 6 roles that get information. There's not just one. I didn't ask for your specific role. Is that true? I didn't.
All right, Jason.
I will
this is your-
agree with Jason
anybody else
that
can
lying
comment?
about your role definitely has created.
I'm very
confusion.
forthcoming with my information.
No, that's not true either. I would also like to point out that there are literally 3 living players, and based on the information the chef gave, assuming it's correct, literally could be either of us, including myself.
No, it cannot be you. It cannot be the demon. You
Yahoo
literally
is a
cannot
spy.
be. No, it
Yahoo could be the
cannot
spy.
because Kenny
Alright,
got
so this
no
is
on
about
Yahoo,
Jason.
and I got
Oh,
Ravenkeeper
I'm
I
talking
on Yahoo.
specifically about the chef
So-
information. So if there's other information that clears me, that's wonderful. I'm all about
Anyway,
that.
the fact that Ryan keeps deflecting this makes it obvious, because if Yahoo's a spy, that means you're bad, Ryan, and you couldn't. If Yahoo's a spy,
If Yahoo's a spy,
What-
you can be the other evil person.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
is true.
Okay, I got everybody muted right now. You're gonna mute yourselves, but I am going to start this vote. It's going to start with Jed. I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1. And this needs 2 votes to put him on the chopping block.
Oh boy.
Wait, I didn't vote. I wanted to vote.
Wow.
Did we lose this?
no, we didn't lose it, Adele. Don't worry.
1 vote is not enough. Jason is safe for the day.
None of the
Oh, he's
bad
safe
voted.
forever, Sam. He's safe.
Yeah.
Yep.
None of the bad guys voted,
Alex voted.
Except one.
except for one. But
Except for
why would
one.
it be like that?
Well,
Because now we
there's
have a
enough
Yahoo
votes.
next, I guess.
Oh, you're going to nominate me now? Okay, cool.
I guess it's no. Wait. If you,
No,
if you,
I'll
were,
do it.
you
I
could be a
nominated
minion.
Yahoo. I'll
Well, he
nominate
could be a
Yahoo.
minion.
What if he's a minion, Jason?
Wait, wait, I won't
Jason
do it yet.
nominates Yahoo.
Why are you nominating a Yahoo?
What if he's a
We want to
minion?
see how certain people vote.
What if he's a minion?
That's game over.
He can't
All
be
right,
the
Jason,
minion.
state
He
your
can
reason.
be the minion. It's possible. He can
He
be.
can't be the minion, even if he is the minion. I just want to get a Yahoo's vote out of the way.
That's fine. I'm going to defer my defense to
Oh,
Adele.
yeah, it's fine. If he's the minion, you're the demon, so we already lost. Yeah, he can't be the minion.
I'm
Sure.
going to defer my defense to Adele because he seems to understand why I'm not possibly the demon. So just tell him I'm not the demon.
Yeah, he's not the demon. It would be so hilarious if we lose and you are the demon. But
That would be.
Hey,
It would
Yahoo,
be
if you're
an
the
Adele
demon,
It would make
and I'm
perfect sense.
poison on the stage.
Okay, so the reason he can't be the demon is because what am I? I'm the Washerwoman. I saw him as the Ravenkeeper, and Kenny is the fortune teller, and he got a no on him. We both got that information on the very first day.
Well,
We
actually,
can't both be poisoned unless one of us was drunk, which I guess is possible.
But there could be a
Yeah,
drunk and
I
a
guess it is.
poisoner in this game.
Yeah.
Because
because
if
Ryan could have
Ryan
been
is
lying.
lying, if Ryan is lying about being the butler, then there is a drunk and a poisoner because there's a drunk as the
Yeah.
second outsider.
And I'm not
I'm
lying.
gonna
It
start
is
this-
possible.
I'm gonna start
Actually.
this
Now
vote.
it
I'm
is
gonna
possible.
start with Mike.
Wonderful. Thanks. Adele, you're
Three,
never defending me.
2, 1, vote.
Yeah, after considering the drunk, now it's it's not possible anymore because Ryan voted. So
Ryan voted and
Alex,
voted.
guys, don't vote, don't vote,
Okay.
stop.
By the way, this is why I wanted to put a Yahoo up first. That way the two
I
of
know,
you
I
guys
know.
couldn't vote together.
I know.
But I couldn't
know.
say that.
Hey, Mike, you should have voted. It would have been much better
Yeah,
for
Mike,
me.
you needed to vote. This was your only
Yeah.
chance.
I clicked on the vote. It didn't happen. Didn't work.
No, well, that's
Were you
fine.
the first one, Mike?
Thanks for
Well,
verifying.
we could take it
I
as
voted
three.
Yeah,
yes
that's
enough for
fine.
Yahoo.
I was like, click, 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 click. Nothing happened. I clicked
Yeah.
it.
Okay, Yahoo.
I've had that problem
Do
with
it.
first vote.
Oh, do I get to
Yeah,
nominate?
Yahoo.
I nominate Alex.
Yahoo
Oh, yeah.
nominates Alex. And this will be the last nomination today since Yahoo is the only live player who hasn't nominated yet.
And I'll give my reason. There's a lot of things that I can't follow, but at one point I thought it was impossible that Alex wasn't bad, and then a whole bunch of other people said things, and it was very confusing, but it's Alex.
Alex, I got a question for you. Why did you kill me the first night? That was not nice.
Well, it's a good time, I guess, for Alex to give us a defense.
Or Jason, one of you two. Damn.
I
No,
would have shot
it's not
Alex.
Jason.
You're muted,
if he
Alex.
didn't lie to me.
You're muted, Alex.
This is the worst defense.
So nobody's on the chopping block, right?
Yahoo
Yes, actually, Yahoo is.
Hey, I was on chopping block with 2 votes, so we need at least.
Or 3 with Mike, we could say.
What do you mean? Oh, 3.
Because he said he clicked, but it didn't work.
I clicked. I actually clicked the vote. I actually clicked the vote
That's
for
right. the
Jason.
Deadpool vote.
Hey,
Okay.
Oh, for
I'm sorry.
Jason.
I clicked a vote for Jason. It didn't work, and I clicked a vote for Yahoo. It didn't work. It's like neither one of them worked. I'm like, what is going on? So my vote should have gone for Jason, really.
Right, you got your seat.
So I'm like,
Oh, well, if we're going to count it.
frozen out or
It's 2-2.
something.
All right.
So it's
It
2-2.
doesn't matter. Anyone.
So, Alex, do you have
can
your
vote.
defense?
If we get at
Like
least
I
5
say,
votes, it doesn't matter.
It's not me, but I think you're going to vote me anyway. So
That is true.
let's just move on.
Yeah.
Anybody have anything else to say?
Maya, you could vote. Jed, you could vote.
All right.
Let's go all in. It doesn't matter at this point.
Kenny, if you didn't
And
lie
we're
to me, I would have
start
shot Alex
in
instead of you
3,
because you lied about being
2,
saint.
1. Vote.
That's fine. It has to be Alex. Like I said.
Yeah, well, and the thing is,
I'm gonna have
if
to
it
talk to
isn't
Nam
Alex,
after this.
we can't win anyway, so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
then Chris and Cynthia, you guys could vote if you want to. Chris and Cynthia, you guys can still vote. And
Well, I think Chris understands that he should vote.
Abstain.
Cynthia, yay! Everyone voted except for possibly the 3 evil people.
Oh, yeah, that.
No, they can't vote. They use
can't
their
vote.
vote.
Well, Alex could, but yeah.
Well, Alex could, but
Well,
I'm not going over.
9 is enough.
I hope
and
we really puzzled this right.
There
yeah,
can't
that'd
be
be
any
pretty
more
good.
nominations. So Alex dies.
You tell us.
Congratulations to
What?
the good team.
Oh.
Because you killed the imp. It's a
now what
talent.
are you saying?
Nam
No,
is
shut up.
evil.
Nam is evil. Nam always
I'm telling you, I'll blame Nam. I'll tell you why.
The good team
wait.
wins.
So Alex was the imp, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the reason I was gonna say I blame Nam is because Nam said chef 2 and shoot Kenny as he was saying. So the chef told you there's 2 pairs, and yet you shoot
That's
Kenny.
true. Yeah.
So he kind of confirmed the chef and confirmed the Slayer because he said that the shot was important, like it was an actual shot.
Yeah,
So
like,
I was
if
like,
you
oh, so
would've
Jason is an
got
actual
the other
Slayer.
one that was in a group.
Yeah.
We weren't sure how to fix
He
that.
is
so,
not in game. It's not my fault because you said sorry after it, so it was like, oops.
Yeah, this,
Okay, well, anyway,
oopsie.
let me.
You won on a
Oh,
technicality.
let me make this clear. If you
Yeah.
use the information, if that's not in the game, and that should be your fault. If end up Jason being the imp buffing us.
I know.
Maybe you
No,
shouldn't be
no,
talking
I
in
would-
the
I would
chat.
still blame you because you're misleading
It has
us.
nothing to
Yeah,
do with me.
don't talk in the
it's
chat.
your fault.
That is
Okay,
your fault.
Eddie,
Your
your
fault. We
fault,
lost.
Tom.
I'm muting everybody, and I want to share my grimoire. If I can click all the right buttons.
Kenny, if you never lied to me, I would have shot Alex. And
Also
we
wanted
won a
to
long time
say
ago.
that if you ever listen to a Blood on the Clocktower game on the Discord, good players lie all the time. Just wanted to point that out.
It's just that situation when someone comes at you on the first night trying to find out if you're an important role. You don't show.
All right. Let's go over.
Quiet, everybody. Listen to Sam.
So, we'll start with the evil team. Mike was the poisoner. He poisoned Jason the entire game he was alive. So even if Jason had picked Alex, it would not have worked.
I love doing it too. The whole
so
time.
I would guess in a way that actually helped, sort of.
That I shot Kenny, that actually did help.
Yeah, I guess that did help.
That actually did help then.
I've been waiting to point that out for a while.
He was on the fence about killing Alex, though, so I was like, "Oh, he's going to Alex and stop seeing him." But either way, I was happy I screwed up Jason.
That might have made Jason more suspicious then.
Ryan was a Scarlet Woman. I thought Alex was going to get killed the day before, and Ryan would have been the new imp, but that didn't.
It wouldn't have mattered either way. I don't think we would.
I don't think so either. But yeah, I still wanted to see it happen, kind of. But Alex was the imp. Maya, of course, was the confirmed virgin. Adele was a washerwoman who saw either Tommy or Yahoo as a Ravenkeeper. Yahoo was the real Ravenkeeper. He never died, so never got information, or never died at night. Tommy was a recluse. Jason was a slayer, who was also the decoy for the fortune teller Kenny. So he basically correctly narrowed it down between Alex and Jason. Let's see. Jed was the drunk who thought he was the Undertaker.
You got correct information, right?
Well, it was Tommy, so it didn't.
Yeah, it kind of didn't matter because Recluse could have given wrong information
I did think
anyway.
of it for a second, but I was like, I don't know.
And so it kind of, it didn't really matter at that point. And then he died after that. Kenny survived pretty long as fortune teller, like I said, and he did a Yahoo and Mike, Alex and Jed, Ryan and Jason and Mike. So I was able to narrow it down. Chris was a chef who got a 2, and I swear this was random. Cynthia was the monk. I can't remember everybody she protected. I know she protected a Yahoo one night. I think Jason one night. I can't remember all the others. Maybe Cynthia does, and that's it.
Oh, and Mike was the investigator. What do you mean?
I know Mike actually.
He was obviously the investigator. Guys.
Mike actually blind claimed. What was it?
The librarian.
Librarian.
A librarian. I mean, not investigator.
I feel really bad because I feel like I let my team. I totally screwed up my team by not understanding how the role worked. If I'd known how the role worked, then I would have made the same claim.
It happens, though. It happens.
It happens.
Don't
take much of it.
I wasn't the Baron. I told you I wasn't the Baron.
But he kept claiming Baron. He's like, I'm the Baron. I mean, not the Baron. I'm the boss.
Wow.
I legitimately get those two confused all the time, so that was really just a mistake.
I got to drop out, guys. Have a good night.
You were the Scarlet Woman.
Good night, Mike. Thanks for coming.
Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have pointed. If I had gotten to Mike with the other bluff roll, he would have had the investigator, and then he'd have to claim somebody was a minion. It's like, I didn't really want him to have that either.
That would have been pretty bad too.
But it's also the fact that Jason would never let it go about the Kenny that made me feel like he really was the Slayer, and he's pissed about losing that ability.
And he literally lied and said he was the saint. So I
know, but it.
Yeah, I think the thing about that, like I said, if you listen to games in the Discord, it actually is really common to lie about your role, especially for a role like Fortune Teller. But it is a risky move.
To claim outsider is risky. That's what I'm saying. Because it messes up with the numbers of outsiders.
I didn't know claiming outsider was that big of a deal. I picked the Saint simply because it meant if Jason was the imp, he probably wasn't going to try and kill me at night. He'd leave me alive because he'd want to try and kill me.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Not a bad move.
If that's the case, I would have went after you during the day. I would have attacked you and made up some reason to kill you.
If But he
Possibly,
didn't know that, he didn't know how you were going to react with the information.
Yeah, I didn't. I wanted to see
Good night,
how you
Jamie.
were going to react,
Hey,
and I
Jamie.
checked you the next night, and you were the decoy, and I got a positive on you. So you were a very possible one of two people
Yeah.
towards the imp, and I wasn't going to.
And you were next to Tommy, so it worked with the chef's pair. Like it was adding
It
up.
did, and it kind of
did
just
add up a
all
lot.
worked out.
Did I not tell you if you're the saint, you want to try to find someone like the fortune teller and flip rolls with them, so that way you get killed at night instead of during the day.
Except he's the fortune teller. He can't
Yeah,
see
right.
us.
That's awesome.
That, but it's
Right
really
thing.
something an imp could say to take suspicion off himself.
So
Okay, so Kenny, just so you know, when I play with new people, I try to help. I play very differently when I play with a whole group of people and know what they're doing, and when I'm playing with new people, I try to get more of them understanding the game because I want everyone to come back and play more with us.
Yeah, you didn't flip. You didn't flip out or anything, so that makes
I
sense.
didn't know. I had to protect myself. I wanted to narrow it down to the two imps. I was able to do that, and then I was like, all right, cool. As long as I could do that, I figured we.
So, Alex,
I think
it
it
could
could like
chose your kills.
Yeah, tell
If
me
you
why
had
you
any
killed
reason.
me, Alex. Why did you kill me and put Yahoo on the chopping block?
To some extent, I was worried about narrowing in the people surrounding the group of three, just in case there was a chef, trying to leave more possibilities if one of us was found out to be evil. So I was trying to pick people, that were at least two away from the ends of our row of three. That was all.
Right.
You know what's
Just at
weird?
random.
Just so everyone knows, and I wish Mike would have stayed, he actually, until he said how the librarian works, he actually librarian really well, because he talked to me the first time, he told me it's librarian, and yeah, me and one other person, we went to say who it is, and I said, and then he was stuck in my room.
And you
Mike,
froze.
just so you know.
Yeah.
No, I said, you want to talk to the person? And it's funny because he said, Tommy, I want to talk to you. And then Tommy, so I'm like, okay, I trusted Mike. But he just pulled that out of his ass, and he wasn't actually a librarian. And the fact that
But he actually pulled it off. If he didn't make it mess it up, he actually would have pulled it off.
I heard him. I heard him
there was
telling
still
either.
suspicion because there was 3 top 4 rolls, and that doesn't happen.
So
I
did
heard
he
him tell
figure
either
out who the
Ryan? Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to talk over. Did he if he was the librarian, he got one outsider. Did he call one of the outsiders correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah, he called.
It was random luck.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Random luck. It was random luck. He literally went to Tommy, so that's why I went to Tommy and said, and it was just random luck. It was just completely random luck because he could have went to someone else instead of Tommy. And if he went to because I told him, I'm like, you have to talk to whoever the other person is. It's not me because I'm not an outsider. I said, if you're the librarian, you need to talk to the other. He goes, well, should I talk to a bunch of other people first? I go, no, you need to talk to the other person we got, and you need to confirm them. So we have 2 good confirms. And then he went to talk to Tommy, and then they come back, and Tommy's like, I'm the recluse. And I'm like,
immediately.
Tommy,
that was amazing.
Yeah,
I know. And I'm like,
awesome.
I'm like, wow. So I assumed he was the librarian this whole time. And this whole time, I'm like, he must be the librarian because clearly he tells me he's the librarian.
He
I told
almost
him
got it, yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
he
he
almost did a
was-
real good job.
Tommy, and Tommy's the recluse. So
Was
that
Adele
was-
suspicious because Adele
I got
and
so
Mike?
suspicion. I don't know why.
Well, I think
Yeah, with my pairs thing, Adele and Jason were real suspicious just because they're sitting next to the recluse, so I wasn't sure. And
one of my
in my
guess,
eyes-
I didn't know what everybody was thinking. One of my guesses was that Tommy was one of Adele's checks, and Mike was also claiming Tommy as one of his checks. And I didn't
Also,
know if that was
The
suspicious.
people I talked to, Adele, were suspicious of you because you were the washerwoman and you had information. And during the day,
okay, but I guess
everyone was like,
just
"Oh, this
because
is
I
not
had
the information."
Ravenkeeper.
And you're like, "Yeah, I agree," and then you didn't. So
Yeah, I know. It's because of Ravenkeeper. I'm not going to come out with Ravenkeeper.
So I'll tell you something here that I actually went to Adele on the second turn because after I talked with Mike and Tommy on the second turn, I went to Adele and I go, Adele, I need to know what information you have. Because and first like, I don't have information. I'm like, no, you have information. And I pressed him. And I said, did you talk to Tommy? Do you know his role? And then he finally admitted he was the washerwoman because Tommy had told me that Adele came to him and said that he got the role. And yes, I did find it suspicious that both Mike and Tommy got information. I mean, both Mike and Adele got information on Tommy. I found suspicious, but I trusted Mike because he pulled the librarian out of his ass. And Tommy was an actual outsider as the recluse. And I said, Mike, is that what you got? And Mike's like, yeah, I got him as the recluse. And by the way, did you tell me the recluse when you talked with Mike? Did you tell me the recluse first, or did he tell you?
I don't think I told him I was a recluse. I don't remember.
So you just got
That
lucky
was
that,
like
one of
beginning
the
of
two
the game.
people was an outsider. That's all it
Did
is.
he actually claim to be like a librarian to you, or just to me?
He did claim to be the librarian, and I think he said he got information that I was one of the two people he got information about.
So real quick,
May not-
oh, sorry. Finish your thought.
All right, so I don't remember if he said that I was the librarian or if I said it first, but he did claim to be the librarian, and then, or sorry, the recluse.
You had to say it
He
first.
claimed to be the librarian, and then said that I was one of the two people that was an outsider. So he at least pulled out that I was an outsider out of nowhere before I had said anything.
I heard him tell somebody that. I think Ryan or somebody.
And the thing was, he told me that first. I go, well, you need to talk to the other person. And I went back and told him. I went back to my room because he couldn't figure out how to jump out. And I go, you better wait in the lobby and wait for the other person. You need to talk to them immediately. And the fact that he talked to you and you happen to be an outsider was like sheer luck. But if he talked to anyone else, he would have been super suspicious to me immediately.
Yeah. So I need to go soon since it's way past my bedtime. But we were curious what Cynthia, Tommy, and Kenny thought since it was your first game. I know Mike said he was really enjoying it. I know he left already, but I got to talk with him briefly. But yeah, we were curious what y'all thought.
I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I did have one question.
You'll get used to Jason eventually.
You will.
I had one question for the group, though, because there was a point where I said, look, I have it narrowed down. The imp is either Jason or Alex. And then you guys...
That was really strong information.
Oh, it was because of the poisoner.
Hard on Ryan.
It was because of the poisoner, Kenny. We weren't sure if you were poisoned.
We were 3 in a row, so we had the point was, even if Ryan's not the imp, if we killed Ryan, we knew Ryan was bad at that point, no matter what. We knew Ryan was bad, so we're like, let's just kill Ryan and take one more turn to figure it out. We were hoping a Yahoo got killed, because if a Yahoo got killed, he then could have used his Ravenkeeper power, which happens only if he's killed at night. And I was hoping a Yahoo got killed, so then he could either confirm me as Slayer, or he could confirm Maya. Well, Maya was already confirmed. He could have confirmed me as Slayer, or we would have got Alex's imp. So we were hoping a Yahoo got killed as Ravenskeeper to then confirm. And that's only if,
I never did tell any of the bad players that I was the Ravenskeeper. However, I can't guarantee what information spread from what I told.
That was the best kill you could have done that last night, Alex.
Alex, how come you never killed a Yahoo? Because he was right next to you?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was trying to leave the people next to me alive until it was.
And you didn't know that I was the Ravenskeeper, did you then?
Yeah, didn't know.
Okay. Because I wish you'd killed me. If you'd have killed me, I'd have picked you, and then I'd come back and said, "Run over."
I was keeping the information. I was keeping that.
So, Cynthia, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would too, because I thought I'd be a lot more confused throughout. And I think I
was, and I was a storyteller.
I think it was nice to have everybody like sort of help out with, helping me understand how to play the game.
Good.
Just about everybody I spoke to was just like helpful in that aspect. And then I'm sorry, Jason, I totally suspected you for so many reasons. There were so many reasons to suspect you.
You'll also get used to that.
We had, I said to you, so are you rolling against information, non-information? And I said, I'm one of the bottom 4. And you said, I'm in the middle. And then you go, and I don't get information. And I'm like, okay, then you have to be the monk. And you go, oh, shoot.
Yeah.
And I said,
By the way, middle is the most important role. So saying you're in the middle is...
I said, don't worry, I won't tell anyone if I find something.
Yeah. I had no idea. I was just like, I'm going to randomly say I'm in the middle then.
The middle is like...
the veterans are really good.
Yeah, all the good stuff's in the middle.
And immediately when I said I'm in the middle, Jason said, do you get information or not? I wasn't going to give that info out without him prompting, but then you prompted, do you get information or not? And I was like, no. And he was like, here's a monk. And I had no idea to figure it out from that.
If you notice, if I was evil or if I was the demon, I would have then killed you immediately because you protect people, and I didn't. I mean, because I wasn't bad. But if I knew you were the monk and I was evil, I would have killed you immediately because you're one of the most important roles that you protect.
Anyway, there you have it. That was Trouble Brewing. Blood on the Clocktower. That was a good team win. As you would expect. Chaos and distrust and it all coming down to things that you can't puzzle out. Hopefully it was enjoyable for you, and hope to see you in a game soon.